Oh, make sure to share your screen to me too.
Yep, I will. YouTube. Okay. Perfect. So it is up now. I'll have to keep that open on the side. I'll have to keep it paused. Or actually, no, never mind. I'll have to chat. Right. Okay. So I'll share screen real quick.
My eating isn't coming up too bad, right?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Let me see.
Press play really quick just to make sure I can hear it. Obviously, just go back to the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
Just to, like, double check.
Did you?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, perfect.
I can hear.
All right, so we'll go back to that in just a second. I'm just going to plug really quick, and then we will be good. Man, this is the first streaming on YouTube. Oh my God, that's a.
Oh, you're streaming on YouTube?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I would say I talked.
That's smart for BBL.
I talked with a few people about it. I decided to just completely switch over to YouTube.
It's by far a inferior streaming platform, but
I felt like it would just be better for my
YouTube.
channel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm
with your focus being you, that's why I do it, and I think it's smart.
I was gonna say I know your channel has been helped a lot by it. I talked with a few people, and they all recommended I do that. I'm gonna plug this. I'm gonna add your content roll because I feel powerful. If Kurt can do it, I can do it. That's just how it goes. Let's see. Just about good, and then we can go. So welcome everybody to the stream. As I said, we will be, as you clearly have heard, we're gonna be doing YouTube streaming from now on. I figure it just helps keep everything pushed in one place. We're gonna be doing our BBL Wi-Fi Week 1 watch along, followed by our Week 3 BBL Arceus match against Mario B, which should be at some point after the watch along. Mario told me midnight, but because Mario told me such a horrible time to stream at, he will be waiting for our schedule because we're running a bit late. I had a meeting today, a very important meeting I cannot talk about, but it will be done soon. God fucking damn it. Oh my God. Okay. Cherry, I can't. I literally just started streaming right now. Oh my God. Okay, so apparently whenever I go live, people for some reason need me to do stuff. That's
specifically ping them.
That's peachy. That's peachy. Okay, well, we're gonna be starting off with Matt's game. I talked with Owen about this. We decided we're not gonna show either of our games, both of our opponent's sides or our own. We felt like it just would be weird to commentate over our own games. So because of that, we're gonna be doing our YouTube watch along starting with Matt. Owen always starts off with Matt. Real quick, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna see, did this actually, oh my God, okay, so for some reason, man, I really didn't think this through first. Okay, let's try this now.
What?
I'm trying my buttons. They're not working still, goddamn.
Oh,
I'll have to
your
fix that later.
command?
I'll have to fix that later. Okay, well,
I can work commands if you need me to.
yeah, I was saying, I purely just wanted to try, doing it. I wanted to just do the, oh fuck, I forgot to do your, we'll have commands set up better next time, I promise.
No worries.
Anyway, so we have Matt's channel first, if you want to link Matt's channel in the chat.
Hold on, I should probably pull up YouTube, it'll be like 2 seconds,
Okay.
I also wasn't prepared.
So we'll be starting off with Matt's game. Matt took on Gravy, coach of the Vancouver Titans. We'll be seeing that in his team builder. So what I'm going to do, because I know that Matt likes to talk about the matchup a bit, I'm going to skip right to the Mons themselves, because I've already watched over the team builder anyway. We can obviously eye the matchup really quickly. It's Matt's team is Rayquaza, Mew, Aegislash, Weavile, Nidoqueen, Arcanine, Vaporeon, Whimsicott, Vikavolt, and Sock. And then Gray's team is Naganadel, Cinderace, Landorus, Tapu Lele, Swampert, Corviknight, Lantern, Heracross, Bisharp, Corviknight, and Articuno Galar. So what are your initial thoughts on the matchup, Owen?
Replay's a button.
Yeah, I was saying, that's my
I think like a mixed ray, or just like, I think mixed ray is honestly really, really solid. I don't know if necessarily DD is the play here, or maybe Swords Dance. I like the option of Swords Dance as well. I think like a Swords Dance, Ascent, Extreme Speed, like whether it be, or like V Create, something like that, something to hit with Corvi is really, really solid, because the only flying resist, the only real flying resist is the Corvi. Lantern is not a dragon, it's sent switching, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna take like one, maybe two at most. My first thoughts were probably either like some sort of choice array, whether it's band, scarf, or specs even. Because specs realistically could probably just click Hurricane plus Draco and just click buttons.
I do.
Throw on an E-Speed.
I do
there
like
too.
specs. Yeah.
It really just needs to be choice array though. I don't think it could really get away with any sort of non-choice set this game because there's way too much of the pressures array. I think personally for that reason I would do scarf. Otherwise, I know Matt goes really hard on this actually with Weavile, so I'll steal his thunder a bit here real quick. Before we obviously listen to Matt's team builder, but Gray's ice switching suck. They're horrible. It's Bisharp, and that's really it. Cinderace doesn't count because you're not keeping it, and so his ice switches are fucking horrible.
Corby. I mean, he does have to be careful about just clicking triple axe off rip because the helmets are going to be not fun to deal with. That plus rocks is going to be very, very annoying to deal with. But I mean, the switch, if you position properly, the switch into like a helmet Corby or something like that is pretty telegraphed.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can knock it off and then deal with it after. I do think that Weavile goes crazy.
Matt has good Corby counterplay too. So I guess before we go over Matt's entire team, before we even see it, let's start off here.
Snow White's Weavile right now. Female Weavile here. This one is better than Rayquaza is in this matchup. It's crazy how good Ice is against the team, especially a Pokemon like this, which outbeats his entire roster.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Ice already kind of
Pokemon at base 121, Cinder's at base 119, and after that, a pretty significant jump all the way.
Well, yeah, Cinder's only 119. I don't know why I thought for a second that Cinder
Naga's
would
121,
outspeed it.
to be fair.
So that's a bit.
But you can shard it.
Yes, you can still shard it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But just wanted to give Gray the credit of having something over that.
Whether it's, I don't know, a Yachi Berry or something else.
Though I can't talk right now, so.
I try for priority in case the Tapu Lele does not come, or if it's going to be something like a Landorus, the Corviknight, or
The speed tiers aren't awful. They're just not.
Yeah, they're good. They're actually good. It just they're not kind of Weavile.
Priority and terrain, that's what I got right the first time. Terrain priority works a bit differently. If you are on the ground, then you are
this should be pretty
so
free.
Pokemon like Lele, Cinderace, on the ground, they're unaffected. Pokemon like Landorus,
Honestly, it's a really free Weavile matchup.
Rayquaza, they are affected by
especially with how good Dark does against the team as well. Not even just Ice, but Dark also does.
His Fairy's neutral. His only resist against is Bisharp.
Yeah, Bisharp's really the Weavile check here, huh?
Which is, again, not good. Especially because of his stance, it takes him prior.
Yeah, I would say not only that, but Weavile, Bisharp's neutered to Lele. It's even worse.
It can't suck with everything. It can suck with the Ray, obviously, and that's another thing that's really nice for Matt is that
it doesn't matter for
his shard,
Weavile, but it's bad against the team as a whole. Besides, like Weavile, which is just gonna get iron-headed or low sweeped, and then Ray, which is.
I don't think that what do you call it? I don't think that Bisharp is super awful in this game, though. I just think it has too much pressure on it.
I would say it's between too much pressure and the fact that it's also neutered when it already is struggling as it is. It's still really good here, I think, but it's struggling as it is, and it's only gonna get more and more pressured, which is the issue I have with it.
He doesn't have great switches to knock out plus Iron Head.
Yeah, it's relied for everything.
He also has to think like, oh no, this thing could also be low kick, and obviously Bisharp's not that heavy. But it's not going to take a low kick, you know? Like, knocking a low kick for sure nukes that thing. So he can even go, like, chop or anything like that, because Weavile's going to knock before it comes in. So...
Yeah, so it's just a rough matchup. So we have DD Mew up next. As I said, I didn't want to spoil Matt's team too much, because I actually did watch over the team builder before. I remember we were doing this. This set also kind of tears. It really does not counterplay to this set. Because his only psychic switches both get mauled by fire. His only resists are the steals. So, and I guess Articuno, but Articuno can definitely get muscle passed by like a +2 fire punch for sure, because it can't boost its Fizz Def.
Now, the only issue I'm seeing is I think bulk up Corvi is pretty decent versus Matt, and that can be a little bit scary, but I think if you can find
you just need to get a burn, to be honest. That's all you really need, just a burn.
So
I definitely think that's fine. And the Colbert for Sucker as well is really nice, especially if terrain is on.
How's it going along?
We take a +1 timid Nine Draco. +1. So that means specs, that means life.
So yeah, this set honestly kind of tears as well. Matt's offensive matchup is so much better than Gray's here. It's so ridiculous how good it is.
I don't think he'll be on it. There's a chance he will be, but we might take it.
I think this matchup will be very offensive.
I say, outside of Dual Lance Lando, I don't really think Gray has much offensively speaking that's really going to tear from
And then there's
Naga and Cinderace are fine, but nothing else really like puts on the pressure that Gray has.
I think Naga is an interesting. AV Ray.
I'm kind of shocked. I would have went with like Band or Scarf or even Specs, but AV is kind of cool. Obviously, again, not too surprised I saw it before, but he mentions that it takes a +1 Dragon Pulse or just Timid Draco from Naga, which is actually kind of cool, to be honest. Definitely helps not having to lock into moves, and it can still just Earthquake, even without a Dragon move, it does still hit Naga for super effective.
And I guess doing this instead of going with, what do you call it, Haban, lets you probably chew a non-spec hit from Lele?
Yeah, I would say you could probably take like a Scarf Psychic or something. Or like maybe a Scarf.
Well, you probably take Yeah, I feel like you can probably take that.
Actually, yeah, I guess that would hit us hard because of the
I still feel like, other than that, though, man, it sucks because I don't think you need to take a hit from Naga. You just need to ensure it doesn't set up for free and put it in ESP range or something like that. And I don't think this team does. I will say though, Matt's like dummy weak to stabs plus fire blasts, but every team is.
It's such just good coverage.
Yeah.
So I think it's just something that Matt sort of should have just offensively prep for, I guess. As a bandit,
Yeah, you should never allow it to
die.
for free.
AG still was a great check to it, even still with just an Akaberry, which I believe Matt also had. Again, I don't want to run through Matt's entire team beforehand, but I'm pretty sure Matt also had that at some point. Even Spineth Vaporeon also is a really good check. So I feel like Matt didn't necessarily need AV Ray, but it is a cool thing to see nonetheless.
For sure. And obviously the rocks going up is not fun. I don't know how great Matt's removal is. It's actually not great at all.
It's really bad. I think he's going to need to rely on like Pride Steel Whim or something if I had to guess, because Mew's not default. So I would say Matt also mentions he didn't expect Lele to come, which is interesting, because I would personally thought Lele had a great matchup.
Yeah, I think Lele is
like a life orb.
free.
So then AG didn't get free on it. Either that or like Cassive or something for Shadow Sleep, like Shadow Claw specifically. Because Iron Head's a bit harder to click here, but Ghost move is pretty free against Gracie.
Again, there's a Bisharp as the Ghost resist, you know. So again, more version of Bisharp. But yeah, I think Lele's kind of free. I think Life Orb, like you said, if positioned correctly, pretty much claims a kill every time.
Exactly. So yeah, we see the Akka AG here, definitely for Naga for sure. No, apparently he can take a Bandit Fireball, which is honestly really cool. I kind of like that.
If I go for a Shadow Claw and Swampert will understand go for Earthquake, then I'm dropping. But if I can hit Shield,
let's see. So yeah, the Ghost resist, as he mentions, they're pretty garbage. Takes Life Orb, Psychic, plus Shadow Ball. Holy shit, that's awesome.
That is good. I will say though, this being your check though does make it a little bit scary though, because you're just liable to get worn down very quick. You're basically a one-time switch into Life Orb Lele. It's just scary.
Next up though, we have a fan favorite. Bugaloo the Vickle is back.
So
and after that,
of course,
Akaberry,
just like we mentioned, it's coming every week.
If there's a fire type coverage move on your team, Matt O'Shea is running Vikavolt with an Akaberry.
It could be Hidden Power Fire, and Matt will run Akaberry on it. It's just what Matt's gonna do.
Fire Punch Lantern with little fins, and Matt's like, ah shit, fire coverage.
Ah shit, Flamethrower Shuckle and Hackmon. Gotta run that Akaberry.
Yeah, well, you don't want to take that full damage out.
Of course.
That's hell, buddy.
I mean, I get it here. I mean, he can take a that is pretty cool.
Something I will say though, his team isn't super weak to his own webs right now, but if that Cinder's Court change, it can be kind of annoying. He just doesn't have great removal, so setting up the webs can be very
limit what Mew can do, and it also
it makes it to where you need to get +2, which is harder. Yeah, it does hurt Weavile a lot, especially if terrain is up. You can't Ice Dart through everything, which is very scary, and it makes you slower than Lele, even if it's not Scarf, which is less than ideal, for sure. So I'd be very skeptical on clicking webs until I know the Cinder isn't Court change, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, it'll just have to see. I like the Vaporeon as well. I'm kind of shocked that it's not Spidef, but I mean, to be fair, I guess Matt was a lot more worried about Cinderace than Naga, which I would personally be more worried about Naga here, because it just kind of clicks buds a lot more freely. And Cinderace will still get defense anyway.
Yeah, both of the Ubers are pretty scary. I think he probably needed Fistef to take two Ishika's.
I guess that's pretty important. But like, I would have probably just thrown Protect at that point.
Something I probably would have gone. Yeah, I would have gone. What do you call it?
I would have maybe a flip turn. You could probably just hard out.
Really nice. On this set is pretty important.
Something that I would have liked to see if this was Helmet too. I think Helmet Vaporeon is very solid in this game.
I think I like Leftovers more.
But I guess he's not. I think if he was protected, I think he would have gotten away with it. Yeah, but he just doesn't. Yeah, he wants to pass through recovery.
So I know Matt mentioned that he got the team ahead. So these are the 6. I like that Gray is sticking true and bringing Greed in. I respect it. In terms of Greed's matchup, though, I think it's terrible, but I'm not shocked he's bringing it.
I played, what do you call it, Gray week 2, I think. And again, no spoilers on the game. But in prep, I was so
is
scared of Greedent because I was playing Gray, and I was like, oh shit, dude,
If it was
he's
anyone else, I
bringing
would not
this.
have prepped it. But he is bringing Greedent. He's always just going to bring it. That will come to more games than Cinderace and Naga probably do.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, Cinder's looking very scary though. I will say. Throughout the course of the game, it just chips down some shit.
Gray went for the 2 lower Ubers to afford Greedent. I can safely say that's what he did. That was his mentality here. You wanted to... Yeah, exactly. So he looks off Cinderace. Cinderace is a really free lead against Matt's team. It literally had no drawback here.
So I'm actually going to go for an Earthquake here.
Because it just U-turns pretty freely.
That's not why this is what I was hoping for lead.
I don't know what...
I like this speed though. It can't click anything to do anything to Ray initially. Ray obviously isn't a great pivot because it's still Cinderace and it's strong, but there's no reason for him to ever stay in. And honest to God, yeah, he has to scout for Scarf.
Oh, please do not be.
Scarf is really good against his team, so he goes into Lantern. And holy shit! I don't know if I would have done that. I would probably just went hard Swampert. It's such a nice middle.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Lantern.
Yeah, that
or
is.
Lando
would
have been great.
I get not going Lando just as like a middle ground, like oh no, Dragon.
I guess that works for like
But
Dragon Set into Draco, but like Perk would have probably been the best check there. I feel like
if this was like Life Orb Ray, did this not just like raw die like Dragon Set plus EQ?
I mean, it probably does anyway. To be completely
I was gonna say it might anyway because it does not look like it took. It looks like it took a lot of damage from that Earthquake.
Even with Cinderace being the lead there, it's not like Earthquake isn't the click there. It's either Earthquake or DD that turn.
It makes sense.
So
it makes sense.
I really don't get that play.
It's Earthquake DD or Ascent, but like
I
in my mind, I feel like
personally because I feel like again the only switch into Ascent is Lando. And that also does risk Draco, as mentioned, like special.
Yeah, like
Hydro Pump too. Like if that was Specs, Hydro Pump was just a very free click. Yeah,
Hydro Pump or Surf. Yeah, one of the two. Obviously, the Cinderace doesn't appreciate taking them.
Yeah.
And there's not a move that it can really click to like libero itself into a way where that does not do a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, and even if let's say Pert was a Weavile check, Lantern probably could have been too. So I feel like that again. Pert should have, I feel like, just always been the switch in there, in my opinion. Maybe I'm overestimating something. As I said, we're watching Matt's side, we're not watching Gray's side right now, so maybe I'm missing something. But I feel like that Pert was the switch in there.
Regardless, I will say, to Gray's credit, I think this Pokemon is almost legitimately impossible to deal with and switch into until you know what it is. And it is so versatile. And realistically, we talked about it earlier, there's so many good Ray sets in this matchup, he doesn't know what it is. Like, he honestly does not know what it is.
I just feel like that was definitely like a better switch in. Are
we not doing bingo?
Board. Oh, do you have that saved? Because if yes, I feel like that's definitely a.
I have it pinned in BBL. I'll make one and I'll pass it to you. There might be some BBL
after the game at the very least. We can. There should probably be a pin. Yeah, we'll continue for now. I think Matt definitely just clicks Earthquake here though. Like I feel like even if Lando comes in, he has good switches to Lando. This is a perfect no drawback Earthquake.
No reason to overplay.
Yeah, exactly. Because if E-Speed for some reason doesn't kill, it gets a really bad roll, let's say, which I probably wouldn't kill, I don't think. It's a big Chonkus, that is a Greedent. Ooh. See, that's a
Greedent's a raid check.
In Dragon Ascent, oh my god, Matt really just went for it. I probably wouldn't have done that, but I mean, shout out to Matt, it definitely worked for him, especially making sure it didn't knock him to parry.
I don't think Greedent gets to knock off.
It's probably a berry set.
I don't think Greedent gets anything to slash in general.
Oh, I think it's Earthquake.
It's not the most important number to the team, that's for sure.
So it gets Earthquake, right? But I don't think he's in a position to collect that.
Oh, he's certainly not in a position to collect that. He has to just sack it in front of him. Because he's so far behind in 2 turns. Oh man, it's only proving even more.
What are we going to? What are we going to here? Because again, I'm pretty confident this thing is not going to... I'm pretty confident.
Oh, did you get nabbed by that wall? I'm sorry. I had to tweak Autobot because it's the first time that I've streamed on YouTube.
Bingo Battlers League. Oh, the caps. Dude, Nightbot is crazy.
Yeah, you're a mod, by the way, Owen, so if someone for some reason does get muted, if you want to just unmute them.
Unmute him.
I was going to say, I didn't have time to fully tweak with Nightbot. Earthquake, yep. Okay, so Matt really trying to predict around this. Holy fuck. That's going so ballsy and it's working really fucking well. I know Matt really wanted to like destroy Gray after BBR finals, how he got super overpredicted, but I'm shocked it's working this well.
So we're going to have 2 kinds of recovery, right? Citrus Berry plus Citrus Berry. We have the special defense drop.
Yep, okay, so Citrus Berry went off.
See a Super Fang. Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world.
And then, yeah, I would say Super Fang doesn't really matter too much. You can just reset it later.
Volt Switch. We're going for Volt Switch here.
I like the Volt Switch play
here. I think it's Assault
because Lando, I mean, if they do come in, they're risking
I know the last move that someone brought green. It was a 2K.
I do like that play for sure.
The last move was counter. I believe it was. And I'll green that -1.
So it's gonna say so volley moment, but that's our free space.
Yeah, that's just for everything. That's for
volley.
everything.
Yeah.
We did that in every division.
Thank you, my good sir.
So Naga comes in. Okay, wow, that Volt's
Good damage
really
there.
again paying off.
Good damage
But
there.
to be fair, that was a lot less of a
Okay.
super
I'm gonna
ballsy
go.
play
How
than
much
the
do
other
you go?
ones, like the
Or
hard
I'm gonna
into
mute
hard to fight bull and the earthquake.
We'll go to Mew. We'll go to Mew. I have another good play. Alright. My Dragon Dance here. What do you think he goes into?
Alright, so
He has no psychic resist, by the way.
oh my god, he's
He probably
already
has.
got the
You can go. You can go.
Lando
He doesn't have great.
Switch.
Oh, I just realized
No
too.
switching.
I'll go for
I
Dragon.
just realized there is not a single Bisharp in sight.
There's not a single
Help,
psychic
no
resistance
life.
sight.
Okay. Not the end of the world. Again, if you scarf,
Like the psychic switch is the quite literally the switch of the set is Lando. I shit you not. It's that's the switching. I guess part's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Matt goes for DD off rip like this. The Swamper's so full. I feel like I'd rather just pepper with Psychic Fangs.
I would definitely Psychic Fangs this turn. I don't know why Matt's going for
Well,
second DD.
yeah, no, you don't know if it's-
roar. So there's a lot.
There's so much of this, or even just a Scald Burn.
Oh, he goes for flip.
Oh, no.
Oh my
That
god.
might work out for him.
That might really work out for him. Holy shit. I don't
The
even
wall
think
does
Lando
not
takes
wall.
that.
I just realized we have. We just totally hit a bingo.
Oh my god.
Too, by the way, I sent it to you. Yeah, it boosts.
So
There's
let's go for-
lots of boosts.
Jolly
And we also had another one in no steal. Just throw it on the screen. I'll keep an eye of
Let's
it.
see it. Knock off.
Okay.
Berry.
Yeah, I'll have to set this up.
That's a lot of
Let
damage.
me see. I'll do
Do a
an
lot of
image
damage.
capture.
We can
Let me
select
save
Fang
this
Wing,
real
or plus 2
quick.
skill. No psychic resist. No psychic resist.
This is kind of insane though. Yeah, Matt's just kind of gonna tear with this. Holy fuck.
Based on the fact we did over half. I think that's like a low roll.
Oh, we just hit bingo fucking magic on this one.
Still no KOs on either side.
Holy
Okay, just let me know when you have it on the
Yeah, I'm
screen.
putting it on the screen
We got that
right
here.
now. I'll mark everything off in between games.
Beautiful. Alright, so get rid of Landers here. Get rid of Landers.
Let's see. So, image.
Come on, Landers. Find you. Hair cross. Landers. You're in the wrong section. You're in the section with my mons.
Yeah, I would say Lando's already died. Holy fuck. Yeah, this is just gonna go in. What the fuck?
Is he not roar, hurt, or toxic hurt?
I mean, we'll find out hopefully now. Earthquake.
You-
No,
Oh,
oh
it's
my
not.
god.
Maybe it's like.
Is this
Do you
gonna
think
be
it's
like
like
6-0?
AV? Is it like AV pert or something?
I mean, it might.
Calculator. Calculator. I'm trying to calculate.
Shit.
153 minus 87 is.
I'll put the bingo board right here.
Okay, that's
There we go. It is on
I go
screen.
for Dragon Dance here.
I'll mark it
Boost.
off at the end, so
No,
just
just
let me know.
into
Make a
the
list.
I'm gonna click on him right now so I remember that.
Okay.
Earthquake again. It's 2 earthquakes.
Oh, do you have the site? Okay, yeah, you could just send me the
And
update
I'll do
of
Dragon Dance more.
every match or something.
Just want to get to a
I was
point
gonna
where
mark
it's
in
fine. So
Photoshop.
that's 2 Dragon Dances. How much does
Yeah, this is really just
Zero.
gonna start
Excuse
tearing.
me.
What the fuck?
The sucker punch. You don't have a chop there anymore.
Why does this
14
just
up
like
8. That's 3
win?
earthquakes used.
Does Matt get a 6-0 week 1?
It does. He's
And roost to roost.
Like
he might.
I forget the diff,
Yeesh.
but like holy fuck, does this just 6-0?
Okay, flip turn.
I don't know how Gray beats
That's
this.
109.
I don't know if it's
Like, I
turn.
guess
Yeah.
Sucker Cinderace.
I don't think
but,
he
like,
does.
Colbert anyway.
He can't even.
You can't even bank on that. What the fuck?
Oh no! Well, Colbert got popped. Colbert got popped.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the Landers popped.
We're gonna
I'll
hold
be
it.
Yeah.
completely honest. I missed that when I was updating the bingo board. So thank you for catching that. I mean, still, like that's his out. Sucker Cinderace. What the fuck? And Matt can still play on that.
Would we count this? Would we count this as the wall does not wall? I don't think so. I don't
There was
think
no
so.
wall. I promise you, there was no wall.
Yeah, there was no wall. Yeah, there was no. I was gonna say like
Bring a wall to
you're
this
supposed.
set. If that was like a Corbin,
Oh, he bruised?
that would be different. But there was just nothing that came from this set. Clearly, Gray just didn't prep it.
Damn.
Okay, so this is
I
definitely.
guess Roost is just.
Okay. So let's count 3D turn. Most of the 132 he's not boosting. Is he banned? 192 down to 173. So what's 199? That's justice. 199 minus 73 is 126. That is non
So-
beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the fact that I didn't go for sucker punch means I don't think it has.
Damn, that's pretty. That's
he
pretty
gets
good
another
for
play
Matt.
but
Matt's
we're
just
doing
gonna get
good
another fucking kill. Actually,
I
I'd
don't
go
think
for
I'm gonna-
Roost.
I'm gonna go for psychic fangs.
Oh, he's gonna just go
down.
for second things. Okay.
Psychic fang, plus 2.
Oh, you're not right. He can just roost on the Cinderace next turn. Why did I do so little? What the fuck?
7. What should I say?
Agreed. You just roost here. This thing doesn't have. This thing doesn't apply any offensive pressure. No, yeah, cause no, you don't roost. I'm dumb because you know your costume
Whatever's
Cinderace.
coming in
You know
next.
it doesn't have
You know,
Well, it likely doesn't have sucker punch.
Even if it does have sucker punch, it's fine.
Annoying piece of shit. Jesus, I'm super impressed with it. Wow.
He should be able to.
He can't roost off on
Oh,
this Cinderace. No, he can't because you turned us too much.
It did.
I don't think-
I mean, even if
Wait,
it
full song
did
again.
too much, at this point, Ray won.
Play.
Oh my god!
he
What the
did have
fuck?
I don't do 132.
Oh my god, Matt got
Big
so
read.
bailed.
So-
That's
So it
fucking
was a-
huge. Oh
Fire
my,
punch.
oops.
If he's a dart.
That's fucking huge though for Matt because realistically, if Greg clicks U-turn there, that could have definitely put it in range to where Matt was forced to roost on something like if Naga came in right after and sacked, let's say, which I think realistically it's a horrible thing that Gray would have to sack Naga, but I think that's his best play at the same time was just U-turning, forcing
Well,
it.
it's an idea
Naga
of not
gets
just auto losing the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
You know,
Because
yeah.
either lose 6-0 or lose like 4-0 at that point. And I think that's sort of the choice that Gray had to make here. He's playing for diff at this point. I think that would have gotten him the most diff.
I don't think he has enough points. Yeah, he can get 6-0'd. I don't think he has enough. He definitely doesn't have enough pieces. That's for sure right now to win the game.
Ray wins at this point already. It just flat out wins the game. Because the only mons that have pace that are Cinderace, which I'm pretty sure might just die here, and Naga. Also, and one of them is
something else I just noticed. Something else I just noticed is there's also not a Lele here. Yeah, so Weavile just cleans up with Ice Shard too. Once this dies, Weavile just cleans.
Or Corv, which were all the Mew psychic resist. To be fair, Lele's not a huge one, but like nothing.
Weavile can SD on that perk too. So the moment that perk comes back in, that thing can win too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why Gray didn't bring a psychic resist for a Mew of all things.
We're gonna take a hit.
Yeah, the Sucker Punch should be chewed.
Yep. Yeah. That was the max we got.
Okay, that.
Oh my god, chewed.
Clutch.
Nice.
That did nothing.
Human.
What can I do?
Human. Look at Mew. Expert EVs.
Yeah, expert EVs. Immaculate even.
He goes to Nagadel. I go to Vaporeon.
Man, now that we can do no Uber's Cack. Oh, you know what? Oh, we have a. I'm not gonna spoil which one, but we have a game later for that one.
We're good. We're good. This is an annoying Pokemon. Oh my god.
You're right.
We have one for later. Stay tuned for that one. That's a fire game. We'll have to do that one next. We'll have to do that one next. That's like my favorite game of the weekend. I'm curious how it went.
You were just unstoppable. You was crazy. You was so good. So good. Wow.
So yeah, Mew's gonna claim another fucking kill here. Holy shit.
Fire Punch, Roost, Fire Punch again. Sucker Punch, no problem.
You know, I was gonna ask why Matt clicked Fire Punch, but I got Sucker Punch.
144. Live on one. Live on one.
Lived barely. Okay. Well, I mean, it still lives a user even.
I just realized I sent you a picture and not the actual bingo link.
I mean,
let me do this because this is so much easier because I can update it.
Oh, can you? Like, does it work for both of us?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's great.
Yeah, it'll work for both of us. So just throw it on layout, and it should already have the ones that I noticed.
4 or 5.
Perfect. I'll just change this to from an image capture then. Window capture.
Yeah, do it. Just do like a window thing and just put it on your other monitor.
Yep.
Dude, we don't need to attack you.
And Mew is really just predicting. Well, it's not even really predicting, to be fair. It's just kind of winning.
I think Gray's way of winning was to.
I'm in such an amazing position. That's fine. We should take a sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up a crop for this. Give it 1 second. But yeah, no, holy shit. This is just kind of insane. I don't know how this is doing. This should not have been allowed to do as good as it is, to be fair.
Yeah, I think the pert. I wonder what the pert was. Maybe it was like Assault Vest or something like that. Because I don't know moves. It only showed Earthquake, Flip Turn, right? If it had Toxic or Roar, it obviously would have been able to deal with it. But
I don't think it's nice attacks. I'm going to go for a
still
Psychic Fang.
Very shocking.
My name's Michael with a B.
Is it Rocky Helmet? Is it Rocky Helmet? Is it Rocky Helmet? It's also a great play.
It's probably Helmet.
Nice play, good play. Good play.
Yep.
Oh shit, we already had no steal? I'll be honest, that slipped my mind. That was a bingo board option. But we'll take that.
Yeah, it's different every time. There's like 40 options. Marcus is
really? Wow, Marcus. Shout out to Marcus for that. I'll be honest, I thought there was a set board. I thought there was a set board. But shout out to Marcus for setting this up.
I randomize it every time and it's completely different. Like, I definitely did not have counter, Mirko, Toxic, Tribes,
Oh, I do remember Marcus adding that one. I like how Matt definitely like just chose to not get carried away with this. Matt clearly has won the game at this point though. You could have probably went Ray and just won. But I like going for Vape. That's funnier.
Wow, Lightning comes out. Not even Yachi Berry. I really thought it was Yachi Berry. Crazy.
I'm shocked it lived the Ice Beam. Like, Vape has a lot of special attack, to be fair. I'm shocked it lived that.
50.
That's like, what, 110, I think?
But you just flip turn, go into Vikavolt, and you win the game.
Really gonna have to go for an attack, so that's fantastic.
I was gonna say, Vikavolt should just win the game guaranteed at this point. Or Ray. Or just win at this point.
So, Buglu should take anything.
Yeah, I don't know if Ray can kill from here, so there's...
He stays in, fine.
Yeah, I would say, I think...
Oh, it's leftovers, it's not even AV.
Damn.
I wonder what his other two moves were.
So this protects one, just reveal that. I mean, that Protect doesn't really do anything, because Energy Ball's still gonna maul this thing. And even if
I think he's just... Yeah, no, I think he's kind of screwed. He's obviously doing his best right now.
Late game rocks were, I mean, to be fair, he couldn't really do anything. I'm shocked that actually mattered. I'll be completely honest. Did not think that Protect was gonna matter at all. That's kind of funny that it did, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I would have just roosted if I were Matt, I'll be honest. I might have BM'd a little bit. Got up,
I mean, worst comes to worst, it's just Ice Shard the next turn. So, like, he clinched the game.
Yeah, I'm saying diff-wise. Like, he for sure, obviously.
That's fair. Oh, right, yeah, he has AG. And just Shadow Sneaks. Forgot about that. Okay, yeah, Matt, that's fine.
That also works. I guess there's no reason, but, yeah.
Connects.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think this is
slipped my mind.
I think this is choice as well.
I'm really happy that
I feel like this is choice Naga as
Even
well.
if it clicked like a fire blast at the turn, it didn't matter because Aegis came in hard because of Akaberry.
Wow, we take that W. That's really cool.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. Late game bingo for Stealth Rocks.
I can't find it. Swap is one there, and then where is Nana?
Wait, did we get Roz? Is that one?
By the way,
We did not. That is an option. That is a general option on the board, but it is not in this
Oh,
one.
late game Roz?
Yeah, I didn't see it on this board, but it is in general. That is one of the things that come up. I remember being on. I think Corey's bingo board. We did not.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And yeah, thank you for watching.
I think we gotta watch the hinted at game.
Before we do that, I need to point this out. Matt named this a gentleman's agreedin. I fucking hate Matt. I like the video. I'm considering disliking it just for that nickname. I fucking hate Matt for doing that. Matt, if you're watching this,
that's how
if you're watching
Josh would put this.
No. That's beyond what Josh would have done. That is horrible, Matt. Matt, that is fucking horrible, and I hate that you made that. I fucking hate it. So you said what game we're doing next?
Let's do the one we were just hinting at.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think that one.
Yep. Okay. So next up, we have Zane, coach of the St. Louis Cardinals, a very new coach of the BBL. Do you want to link his side and Mario's side? We have Zane versus Mario. I saw the stats for this game, and I was appalled. I was fucking appalled when I saw the stats.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I held off watching
putting me in tears. Oh my god.
I held off watching just so I could see it, on stream.
I was gonna say, I so badly, I woke up to this game actually getting plugged. It was one of the few mornings I woke up, at a reasonable hour. And I so badly wanted to watch this before I even edited my week one. And I was like, no, save it for the stream. This is content right here. This is, highlight content right here. Holy shit. Gray, Zane, if you're watching this, Zane, I need to know.
Oh,
I need
I
to
also
know.
forgot to link.
Did you not link Gray earlier?
I got a link. Yeah, I got a link Gray. So also,
I saw you linked two people earlier. So I thought you linked Gray earlier. My bad.
No, I did 2 links, but not. It's because I messed up the first link.
All good. So yeah, if you want to just link Gray real quick. What I will do real quick. I'm gonna spoil. This was a no Ubers game. No, someone brought no Ubers. I'm not gonna say which team. You will find that out in a second. But I'm curious how the fuck this game happened. This should not have happened. For the matchup, really quickly, I'll pull up the matchup just so we have it. Oh wait, never mind, I can't do that. Oh, and if you want to pull up the matchup, I can just mention it because Zane didn't seem to do a team building. Actually, we could just go to the team preview and do matchup.
Yeah,
and we can mention the thing. So
I already hit Angle, so that was not on me.
So really quickly, as you can clearly
see, Marshadow.
He had a Marshadow, and I get this is Xerneas, but Marshadow mauled every other Pokemon in this draft. There was
and it's not like Xerneas comfortably switches in more than once.
Yeah, the only switching to Ghost is Obstagoon, which is 4 times weak to fighting. That's the only Ghost switching. And keep in mind that the rest of Mario's team crumbles to Banded Marshadow. It just needs to click Banded Fighting even. And even Latios is still going to take a lot from that. And Gray had phenomenal switches to that.
Ghost is so free. There's not a Ghost Resist on the team that Mario brought. And again, his Ghost Resist wasn't much better. It's Obstagoon. So obviously not the best Marshadow switch.
I will say, to be fair, there's literally almost nothing it wants to switch into Marshadow. It's defensive Xerneas was probably the check, if I had to guess. It was a better check than anything else on Mario's team. But still, why didn't it come? It crumbled. That would have been a big
I would probably rather bring. Even then, I would probably rather bring. I would probably rather bring. What do you call it? Than
I would have probably brought Marshadow over X-Splat at least.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, I would have brought in Scarf. I'm saying on
I see.
Scarf Cern, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking of a switch in, but that's a good point too. I would have probably ditched G Moltres here, to be completely honest, for Marshadow. Torn just kind of does, or even Torn. Either of them could have been ditched.
I personally think that I get bring Molt because it's a really solid body check, and he kind of gets ripped by Lottie. I probably wouldn't have gone X-Mod. I wouldn't have gone X-Mod.
Yeah, I would have actually not. Yeah, X-Mod would have been what I ditched. That's a good.
I don't see what X-Mod really offers. I will say.
Might be a Nido check, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he's incredibly weak to Nido, but even then, it's not a great Nido check, and there's a whole Selly on the other side. And even if you are AV and not choice, your Fire Blasts and Thunderbolts are fucking bouncing. You know, it's not doing a lot to Fat Selly, and this probably isn't the matchup for offensive Selly.
Yeah, I will give you a pass than that, but I'm also gonna give Gray a pass because at least it's his Pokemon. Zeke, remind me after the stream. I completely forgot to mod you. I only modded a couple BBL coaches beforehand, but again, remind me after the stream. Anyway, so I would probably ditch Xplod here. If not Xplod, then probably Torn, to be honest, because the sun's gonna only hit for 50% Hurricane. At least G-Molt is a Lottie check. But I would have probably, as I said, ditched Xplod because Marsh had to rip this team. So yeah, we'll have to go through this game.
Okay.
This is a game I'm very curious
so
about.
on 4, no kings, that's fine.
Oh, you're right.
So the thing is, I do just kind of want to lead Xcloud.
No hazards?
I was hoping to force a lot of physical prep with Marshadow and then just not fucking bring it.
No hazards is not a thing in the sport.
But it's gonna be.
It is a
thing on
the
looking
sport.
freaking
I just
amazing
didn't notice it because I
here.
know he
I
brought
think I also beat Scarf Audio switch this. I don't know how I but
yeah.
I might have a little bit of trouble breaking the steal.
I know it's a general.
I know
it's
we
not on the
clicked.
sport.
When we clicked it, it's
Sun
right next to Type Production Berry.
is gonna be an issue. I'm
is
also
it?
working on like a 1 second delay.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I need to give myself like 5
Yes,
seconds
Matt.
extra to
Give
figure
me
out
a Simons.
before I start
Yeah,
getting
didn't Grey click hazards? So
like, is it 3 seconds left and I have to take my
Gray, yeah,
back
I guess.
to get
Yeah,
a
I guess it doesn't count because Gray clicked hazards.
Yeah.
Gray got up rocks. Those late game rocks.
The light
man.
game box fucking the bingo board.
Yeah,
No.
I did not do a mini
Oh, we hate
Sorry,
it.
is it
Oh,
AV?
God,
We
it's fine.
thought it was AV permanent version. So we marked it
I feel like
preemptively.
the app knows what it's doing.
Okay, so Nido King leads
And he
against,
could, wait, could he be physical?
against Xbox. Okay, so that was, as I said, this probably had to win for
It's
Nido
not gonna be
King.
physical. It's not quick movers. It's fine. This is a stupid set. By the way, I only needed boomers. Fire blast and maybe. So easy.
Go, go, go.
I like how he mentions it's at least a stupid set. That's kind of funny, actually.
Oh no, he
That's
threw the Xbox
That's
immediately.
Oh, I should like write down what he has and everything.
I mean, he takes that really fucking
I'm gonna click
well,
Fire Blast. I know
would
it's
say.
stupid,
That's kind of
but I'm
funny.
gonna click Fire Blast. If I miss, like,
It is a one-time check. Though.
like the rewards
It's a solid
not
one-time
way.
check. I mean, Nido King's
This
pretty
is
much
stupid.
dead at this
But
point.
you know,
Which
he
is
doesn't
fine.
know I am either.
But
He
But
can
what
be
I'm
smart.
saying is, if this Nido Queen
We'll find out.
was like clicking this or something else,
Myself
and like
too.
the Xbox had to come hard in, it just switches out because it sees it's AV, and then to it kills the next time. So I still think like it worked on this instance.
I'm
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And that's
Most of his
not
team
even
That's
are
good.
actually. It's really just like the G Bro and the Gigalith that don't like doing
Good mid-ground fire blast, by the
Yeah,
way.
I like that mid-ground
Ooh,
fire
that's
blast.
big.
That was solid, and
Good
that bird
mid-ground
is
fire
so
blast.
nice. That bird is gonna be really fucking good for Zane because that just
No more
mitigates some of his
leftovers. Now he
leftovers.
can't avoid that trick. Yeah,
Yeah, I would say it has to.
yeah.
leech.
Now he can't. He also.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it just dies.
That's what I mean. Well,
Holy shit!
yeah. You get
I didn't even notice that.
leftovers, especially plus protect, would have put it out of range of that fire blast.
Yeah.
Now it does not.
Man,
and
Zane. I
which
don't like how
means-
Zane also. He even mentioned that he didn't need to click it that turn, but I respect him for doing it anyway because even though it was
I think it was
objectively-
fine because
it was a fine play. No, it's more so risking the miss on Nido King just to make sure that just to make sure. And you know what, Matt has a
No
fair
hazards
point.
don't
If no steal can get checked for Gray's side, then no hazard can get checked for Matt's side. So that's a fair point.
Yeah.
You were right on the Matt.
Then
So
we
will
can do
recheck
no
it.
hazards.
Anyway.
Because I think no carry, no steal is like almost objectively impossible to get if you're counting both teams.
Yeah, that
because
is-
those are two of the best, typings in the format,
Team
obviously.
speed and that's it.
So we can click no
Like, that's
hazards.
something, right?
I was about to ask if we could check no
he would have been
fairy
yellow
off for this
back in the
game.
green, so
But
it'd be
I
under
forgot
full things that are
that
that is protected.
one, we
don't
don't
have
have
the
this
numbers,
board, and two, there's a Zerny.
No, we do.
Like,
We already clicked it. There was no fairy in the last
But was he
game.
gonna do seed me? I don't
Oh,
think
We
so.
didn't bring a fairy. It's fairy's
I
Lele.
team brought a fairy, actually.
Yeah.
No king set,
Matt
because
did
I
brought
missed
one.
it.
Yeah,
That's
Matt
kinda
didn't
funny.
either.
That's kind of funny, because you were just mentioning how it would be pretty objectively hard to have
Lagos.
and it just happens.
And then
Neither side brought
now
a
the
fairy.
Nido King
So-
dies.
I don't know
Now
stack
Nido
this
King's
thing
gone,
yet.
which means the X-Bot is
These are all
fodder,
special attackers.
which is kind of funny.
Like side shot,
I feel like I should have never actually done that
much.
much, to be completely honest, but it's really funny it did.
Xcloud.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Nido King didn't kill
hello,
him.
my name is Xerneas.
Hello, Zerny. I mean, it just clicks Endeavor, does it not?
I'm gonna go slow though. I mean, I just hope he's
I
not.
don't think it
He
is enough
doesn't
to bring it
even
down.
need to. He doesn't even need to. That's even
Yeah,
funny.
just go G bro. He's very solid check.
Yeah.
This
that's
and G
really
King
funny.
are both very solid
Something
checks.
out in the middle.
Yeah.
Probably kill like
He
a couple
literally,
and,
like,
There's like a cool, don't drop
Mario
my
should have probably
He's
like
not
Night
drop
Slash on Zerny. I hope he did.
Oh,
That's
that's
really
like
good for this.
specs.
So-
That's
That's
specs.
definitely
We
specs.
got moves
Yeah.
here. I mean, shit, that's actually such a.
Does he not just sack X-Blad?
He got the
I
special
want to
attack
sack
drop.
this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I would say he just
I don't
sacked
switch
X-Blad.
Gigalith into.
This is why you go
Steel.
Shell Sidearm, because it's gonna adapt for that special
should- you
attack
should-
drop, and it'll go for the physical side. That's why Shell Sidearm, if you're playing against a really strong fairy on G Bro, such a good fucking move. Go for it. It's less poison chance, but it's like 10% less, and you still have the chance for flinch if you're going for physical. Such a good option. I'm telling you. Zane, telling you, just go for it. Promise.
He's not gonna stay in here anyways. If he does, it's fine.
But
Then I
yeah,
got free switch
I
and
like how
silver.
he, Zane just clearly is just really
Yes, that's
Mario.
what I just was-
Like he even
Lucky-
knew it just
it's
wasn't
kinda
gonna
lucky
stand,
because
which
it
is
gave him the
great.
opportunity to choose to
Sally's
stay in.
just gonna
It's
take another
my logic
fucking
for that,
fire
but
blast.
this went how I would have
Oh,
wanted.
and he
Anyway,
looks
I- I-
crazy for that double.
He
like,
does.
protect.
He looks
He
super
looks
good.
crazy, even though that's not what he was trying to catch. He was just sacking the X button. Now he gets to click another
Yeah.
button.
On something.
He does another fire blast.
Yeah.
This X-Bot just
Down.
claimed 2 kills, and we were just
That's
talking about how
good.
Elijah never came here.
More than it may have.
This is way too
Yeah.
funny. I'm not gonna
Because he
lie.
should have gotten 2 turns
Maybe
left over.
Torn
Should
should
have
have
gotten
been
range.
the
I don't know
Pokemon
that.
after
I mean, like that. At least you protect like.
I think
Tornado
Tornado
because
okay
also
best
down
match
to,
for
like,
personally.
That's
Between
why
like
I thought it should have been
Sally,
like 25%.
I guess there's
plays
really
on that,
no
but
other
the
flying
burn,
decisions.
I have to keep talking about the burn because it's my first five. I don't know.
But it's still funny.
I can't
It's still
tell
really
like
funny.
justify everything. I don't want people to think it was a lucky guy.
Yeah.
It was lucky.
Okay,
That's
so Sirius
so
comes
funny.
back in. I would 100% just sack this at this point. This is fodder. Just bring in.
You know
Bro
it's
for-
I'm gonna risk
specs.
him being
You know
specs
it's
on me.
Yeah,
specs.
he knows his
I want
specs.
the damage.
Just go for
I
a
went to,
Endeavor.
Just boom burst. You just boom burst, right? Or no, you Endeavor. You Endeavor because if you live, you bring it down so low.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he should. Yeah, he should Endeavor.
Yeah, I was exactly. He should
Look,
have
Lethus, that's not specs.
fuck?
Xerneas is gross.
Xerneas is just objectively speaking gross. There's probably modest Zern if I had to guess. Because of how much it did.
Okay.
And it didn't really need to creep anything on Gray's team. On Zane's team. Because this is what? G Moltres? You're not fucking creeping that with Xerneas. You just outbulk
He
it.
didn't do it.
You just
Yeah,
outbulk
doesn't do
it.
anything.
So that's really funny though that it took that. I'll be honest, I did not think that Xerneas would take the hit that well from X-Spot. Even though it is AV, I'm shocked it was not a guarantee to a KO. So shout outs
That's
to
a ridiculous
Mario. I will give Mario props on that one. Not on
Maybe
anything else so
we'll
far. But I will give him props on that one for sure. Because that was pretty good. That was solid to check.
So he's sun forward this
The
and
only
Mario, so, like,
issue is
this is
because
free slow rope
we
anyway.
just
You
don't
switch
hear
with it.
anything from their
So just gonna
content
put some
side of it, and I like it better
That's fine. Well,
just because we can kind of see the thought process behind their
But
plays
that's
as opposed to when we do showdown. Obviously, I think we just
Like,
sit through the
every-
game.
Yeah,
Um,
I say we can at least pick up
there's
on
like
small
other
bits of
ones.
commentary. Like for example, we mentioned with the Fire Blast, as Zane mentioned, it was an objectively bad play, so it offers a bit more at least insight wise. So that's personally at least.
We should just
we try turning
we
it
should
down a
just
bit.
pause more.
Yeah, I say
we
maybe
can just pause more.
Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that might be better.
Just
Good.
pause more when we give commentary.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so I'm
this is my
just
first time doing something like this. So
my life. They got me King and his two poison switches are gone, so in quite a good spot. I'm not gonna trigger him here.
Oh,
Especially to figure out what he is.
It's not
He's slow, bro. I don't actually know how it's.
It's trigger on 3 attacks too, so it's probably offensive.
yeah.
If I had to guess. Oh, hello, KO.
I would say it was Shuckaberry. So that's
In the video
probably
audio,
for,
did you
Venu.
turn down the audio?
Guys, I turned it down
a
a bit actually when I read that.
Okay.
But that's probably for Venu if I had to guess. If not Venu, then maybe Earth Power Torkoal. But I feel like Torkoal just clicks Lava Plume on this. But this just claims kills. Like
It
holy
doesn't
shit.
matter.
Like this really just claims kills.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if this thing can click Lava Plume after.
Yeah, it really doesn't because it's just clicks.
Because you can just reach in and walk.
Yeah, and he's doubling again. Oh my god,
Oh.
why?
What's
Why is
gonna
that?
be like?
Why is that the
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
double?
yeah.
It feels like a throw.
He's really trying to get it in, but like, and also Psychic was so free there if you're Psychic over
Yeah,
shock.
even if this is like a Spectre
Oh,
I'm certain that doesn't kill through shock. Like even without shock, I'm certain that doesn't kill. G-Bro is a fair bit of bulk, even though it isn't the super bulky Slowbro or Slowking. It still is a fair bit of bulk.
I'm not gonna like.
It'll live.
And then it's depending on the roll, like 2K, like.
Just let Bongo
And you don't know if it's AV. He doesn't.
why? Why was that
That was
ever a
crit.
click? Like even a crit.
Yeah, I don't
still
think
did
that was.
jack.
I think he's just trying to. He's trying to put himself back in the game, and I guess his idea is if you take too much chip on this, then Xerneas can kind of get kills. But I don't think you're in a position to make that
He
play.
just needs to get the damage off and hope that Zern can maybe crit it or something. That's what he needs to do right here. I feel like that was just objectively speaking a bad play. Like there's not even really great Venus switches here. Anyway, the only ones you would have clicked a grass move versus if anything, because it's what Gigalith would have been the switch in if anything, and it would have been Rid Sun, and then to come into something else. So I feel like that was just a really.
Did this trick room or did this?
It did not.
No,
trick
he probably
him.
just.
No, it waited for.
It's
My guess is waiting for
better
Torkoal to die. It just needs to click buttons here. To be fair, it doesn't even need to click Trick Room.
No, yeah, because then you give them the opportunity to switch out the turn after.
Yeah, exactly. So
Which isn't a good idea. So clicking Side Shock is better here.
exactly. No, I agree with that. Venus just gonna die.
Also, Meta, let us know if it's a little bit better now.
The best mod
Yeah,
in the
we
game.
turned it down.
So why does
So I
thought that lived.
for it? Just for the
I thought it did too. So I think Zane just wins. If I'm gonna be honest, I think what stops Bro?
Yeah, nothing BBs.
Like what? Specs?
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
the
it's
game?
like
I
that.
don't want to
Yeah.
like crazy about that. I don't want to get hit by some super strong psychic move, so.
But just go hard. Oh, see, I don't know if I go this. This looks pretty darn passive.
About full, it's gonna be able to take it.
Gigalith.
Take a couple hits.
Yeah, but if it's CM, I think he's in a bad spot.
I mean, if the
Number 3 guys.
okay, so
Audios.
the best move to hit G Slowbro with a really guaranteed Xerneas check is Sludge Bomb. That I think that just is bad prep on Mario's and not bring Earth Power. I don't know, like there's no reason that Mario would need to go with like what stabs. Now at that point it would be like what Synthesis and I guess Weather Ball, which I mean even Weather Ball would have been better, or like what Growth, which I feel like again there was just no reason to not bring something for G-Bro, even just Weather Ball.
What? I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It was It was probably growth. I feel like growth is just the best. You
Yeah,
just
but
go
like even like
grass.
like if it was growth
You just
synth,
go
let's say with dual stab, then I think it's just bad prep on Mario's part, neglecting the fact that there's a
Yeah.
really free Xerneas check that just sits on
Mhm.
Venu as well. But that's just
Yeah.
my personal gripe there. I think it just comes down to prep at that point if that's the case. Yeah, exactly.
Portal.
It's acceptable. I
Yeah.
100% agree.
Xerneas is still library.
So we see Earthquake go off.
Yeah, let's see some
It's
Yeah,
nothing.
I go Zayden. Good to know that he's using quick earthquake against a slow
I
burn.
like that Zane scouted for that, even though it was
Remember
probably
Free
very
Rock Blast.
unintentional.
I don't care about him getting sun back up because I should care about him getting sun back up.
And then Rock
Obviously,
Blast is just free.
Fish should be able to win this game for me by now.
I think
But-
Bro just won. I can't see a way
This
that
thing
Bro
needs to
doesn't
do. I
win
can
this
kill it
game.
I have what the end game find out. It's just like I don't need myself in a position where I have
This
to
is
rely
kind
on
of
getting two
free.
hurricane
Holy
with
shit.
tornadoes
Rock.
or my flyers. But I have two things.
DD.
Yeah, this is fine.
That's
It was
kind of
DD.
I have two things that die.
It is kind of
Xerneas.
scary.
that's a bit, but
I only
like
need a couple of these to hit. That actually does no damage.
If it's DD Roost, things can get kind of tough. I don't know what it does to kill Molt.
He has to click
Yeah, I was
earthquake
like,
for
can't really
Xerneas.
kill
All mine
Molt.
would have been. All mine would have been really
But I'm
scary.
gonna go into.
You should go into
I
Molt.
need to do this hit, so we
I
have
feel
to
like Calm
grind
Mind
here.
like stabs with like side shot.
Maybe it's wrong play,
would
but
have
I do have
been
rows to take a hit from this thing.
And this isn't rest
Yeah, I think
Moltres
it's
too, so we
like-
could have. Oh,
The sandstorm's actually screaming over now, which is like.
oh, you're sad.
I don't know if Berserk is that one for
It kind of bit him.
I don't know if Berserk. Yeah,
If
this
you
is
have three,
A little bit.
You can sack and then just go hard Dracovish.
six. I need to follow
Yeah.
9 here.
Well, it depends on also if he crept the +1 Lottie. I don't know. I mean, he probably did because Scarf Lottie is.
He had your
Obviously,
plus
I
one
think-
Lottie.
Also, there's no
to-
way
to be
torn
fair,
dice. There's no way torn dice.
Oh no, man. I was gonna say that I didn't think Dracovish crept, but it could just run Jolly and do it. But what were you gonna say for Torn?
Oh, torn. There's no torn dice to +1 Dragonfly or
Oh yeah,
anything.
there's zero chance of that. It just U-turns.
No.
Um,
I do not outspeed with.
you're just gonna go Bro. That's fine. Yeah, Bro just Sludge
Messed up
Bombs.
somewhere there, but.
It loses
Night
nothing.
Night
from
Slash
Sludge Bomb.
turn for Bro. I did not know it got Night Slash. That would be kind of cool.
No, exactly. You should just spot
Ooh.
like physical or mixed Zern here. Physical Zern
Well,
would
I
be
keep this thing
phenomenal. Same as especially for Gigalith as well, which is a nice soft check. Which is CC player off
Should
the
be
Night
should be
Slash.
sheltered.
This is one of those few physical
Actually, might
Xerneas
just clean
matchups
this.
that's just so free,
Once he's
in my
dead,
opinion.
no, get rid of it. 'Cause I don't think
Oh,
Xerneas can do enough
big
The shock of
Bro.
it, because again,
Big
if
shit.
Mario had Earth Power and the Venusaur, this Bro would have been killed, and I think Mario might have swept with well, he might have had a chance of sweeping with Lottie, I should say. To be fair, Dracovish could have still possibly outpaced if he crept Scarf Lottie, which he should have. But it basically just the fact that Mario didn't bring Earth Power and Venu just took any chance that he had at winning this, which is very unfortunate.
Or, I mean, he might have had it. He might have just.
Like Lottie could have maybe swept.
overplayed.
Like it wouldn't have been a guaranteed, but he might have had the chance. But this took away any chance he had, which is very unfortunate. But it is what it is.
Yeah, like, not to worry about the draw.
Now I think
need to-
Bro just wins because Zern showed it doesn't have a way to hit this thing. It would have came in and clicked Night Slash by now.
Could have clicked it before. Yeah.
Things more.
Would Trick Room just
Trick
win?
Room-
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah,
it would have.
I guess his idea is he doesn't want
Torkoal's
to.
around still.
And
Torkoal's around
me
still.
and Zoro
So
can,
Trick Room would
Actually,
not
Torkoal.
because Torkoal could
Yeah,
definitely
so
offensively
I
pressure
could be
it.
foil.
See, this is
I
fine.
could load
Yeah,
it
this
boy.
is fine. Just click Sludge Bomb.
I mean, you could click Earth Power, but
Or you know,
Maybe
yeah, he just
pivot.
switches.
I don't think you need to.
He could just
Just
go.
go Giggle.
it's a weird situation where Xerneas
He could just go
versus
hard
me,
into
like,
Dracovish.
you know.
But Giggleth works fine
I
too.
was- I'm
Just
actually
gets rid of
different.
Yeah, I
all-
guess you just don't want to take the burn. Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
it?
that's definitely fair.
If I could chip this thing, and
And
then
it's also-
Because Giggleth is
Covers
rested.
rock.
Whoa, that's
Double into Zern. That's fine. Yeah.
Really doesn't matter, actually.
To do like about as much as I could.
So we see the leftovers
This is fine.
pop
I
off.
keep
But
playing for the two,
Sans can
but
mitigate it.
I'm actually pretty sure this is now a This is now just a.
I like how he's a
guarantee-
Dynamax there.
Well, yeah, the regen boost. That's damage. Shouldn't kill me.
Bogus was
See?
big
See?
giggle.
That is specifically right there. That's another reason, because that's Sand Spit F boost, which a lot of people, for some reason, don't keep in mind. Gigalith is a pretty solid Xerneas check because of it. 100% physical Xerneas would have ran through
Like an
Zane's
AV,
build.
like an AV gift. Yeah, I do like physical
genuinely,
reasons.
I genuinely don't see prep for physical Zern on Zane's team. Maybe the bro probably takes a Night Slash, to be fair. I'm sure it takes a single Night Slash. I would be shocked if he didn't calc for that. But physical Zern ran this team with close combat, Night Slash, playoff. And it's not even just these 6. It runs through the draft with physical Zern. So I feel like it was just objectively speaking a really good set here. Even if he just brought leftovers, it was fine. He probably 2K'd most of the team. So I just don't get that personally. I don't
Zern gets some weird, some like bulk.
Get some really dumb. It doesn't get any physical setup, but it doesn't need it. That's the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't need it.
Gigalith
No,
would
I
just
agree. I was
crumble to
wondering.
close combat there, for example. Because it has the same physical attack as special, so it doesn't even need to worry about like inferior attack stat. It just objectively speaking was safer because Player Up is a 90% accurate versus Focus Blast is 70. Not only that, but it had coverage with a high crit move at that for G Bro. It had Player Up, which was still really free. It hits like 5 base power lower than Moonblast, and a lot of Zane's team is special. So I feel like it was just really free. Would it take a 9/ crit? It probably doesn't take a crit, but it probably at least takes a non-crit. If Culver was the bring, which again I like Earth Power, I think it made sense for Earth Power between like Venu and I guess it bailed for EQ Lottie, but I wouldn't have propped it for that personally. But between like Earth Power Venu, I think that alone justifies Chukka. But with Culver, he could have probably taken a crit at the very least. I don't think he would have before though, because Zern just has, especially not from like a Life Orb or Expert Belt set. Which I guess would have been what I would have personally brought, but Leftovers is fine, to be honest. I think Leftovers is perfectly legitimate here. Between, like, X-Spot and Mars Shadow, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Back in the earlier, right? I guess if
Xerneas takes nice shit.
worth it,
Like, even that little bit should matter, bro.
And, like,
That's all it
whenever that
needs.
obviously.
I would probably just sack Gigalith
Now
here
in
to
this
win.
spot where it's like,
Because G-Bro does just win the
now I'm gonna
game.
lose sand.
There's no
We'll
reason in preserving diff.
but I flip to the
Especially against a Xerneas, which could, again, as we saw earlier, get special
stays
attacks
in
out.
this thing and dies one. Yeah, playing your games can't just like roll
Xerneas
last
is
second.
just
I don't have to be so obsessed with Weather War when there's 2 months left and I have a silver that can't even
Did
die.
we see anything else?
I try to bring it in and not
Was Weather War on
yeah,
here?
I go bitch here, he sacks 4-fold, and then Xerneas gets potentially.
Maybe bring Ogre's the way to go. Maybe.
You have Side Shock? I don't know what this set is.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is actually gonna help me because I'm not gonna get chip by Sand anymore. But he's
Oh, and I think that's a wrap. He went hard into the Torkoal.
He went hard to go, yeah. I mean, to be fair,
I think it's a wrap regardless.
it was a wrap regardless, but it could have maybe saved diff, to be fair, I guess.
If he's speedy,
But, like, I think that's actually, never mind, Zane had too much for it. Zane was still probably secured. Because he could have just regen with Torn and Bro.
What if I put Trigger here? Just show off the tech. Hey,
Like, Zane just says he's gonna trick him to show off the tech. I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy. Alright, I respect that.
Just to let you know, I'm not even. Oh no, he showed Chukka. I was gonna say I'm not even AV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like
other than that, I think
I like that he mentioned it.
Bro is Uber.
relied on March Shadow forcing Winter Prep.
Thunder Wave, Yellow Magic.
Yellow Magic. Thunder Wave. I like the Thunder Wave play there at this point.
That's new meta, baby.
I mean, not much else. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of prep that each of us
Oh man, wait, did he click Trick Room? That was one of the bingo. Zane. I hate the Zane one now.
Click it.
This is wag. You suck.
We didn't see Yellow Magic pop off. We didn't see Trick Room pop off.
No, we saw Yellow Magic because he clicked Thunder Wave. Or does Yellow Magic have to be like?
I assume it's like full para.
Full para, that makes sense. Yeah.
The wall did not wall. I would say that at least worked. For Selly not walling X-Cloud. That flat didn't wall it.
I think that's fair.
Let's see.
Replay, screens, freeze, PP stone, no.
Zane posted his replay because we only had like 1 or 2 games that even happened in call, so there probably weren't many where mods would have had to post replay for that. There was no LC mon that came.
Nothing died to Hazard.
No one really died to Hazard. I don't think anyone even.
Nobody boosted. Nobody boosted really. Like no boosting wars. So I think that's all we have.
I mean, there was no salt at least on Zane's side. I know people said the Mario side just looked really painful, but I don't want to account for that on the side we didn't watch. I don't want to assume that.
I think that's enough. Oh, we could have had 2 more though.
Yeah, we could have had 2 more. We could have been one away from a big
Yellow Magic would have been awesome for us too. Yellow Magic would have been perfect.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay.
So just do D-Ray. D-Ray's right on the side if you just want to click on from there.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll do D-Ray.
D-Ray versus Q, right?
Yep. D-Ray versus Q. Oh, I didn't do Team Builder slides. Lame. I like D-Ray's Team Builder slides a lot. They're really pretty.
I think he's gonna mostly stop doing them because they take too long. That's what he was saying.
That's fair. So we'll skip the pre and just go into the actual matchup. So as we can see, Q's team, in my opinion, has a pretty decent matchup here. I can't really see much around Magirna. I think Magirna runs the draft because the steal is aggron and just gets mauled by Aura Sphere. I'd probably just run Stabs Aura Sphere Shift Gear if I was
Shift Gear goes absolutely crazy. Yeah, no, his Shift Gear 3 attacks. That's all you need. You shift the Reshi.
He needs to
and the game is over.
He needs to survive poison as the check. That's arguably the only real check that D-Ray has, if I had to guess. Stepping on Lego's moment, it's just something really, really dumb, like beyond dumb. Specifically game wise, not necessarily play wise. It would just need to be really painful. I guess would be the best way to put it. Like if you step on a Lego, it's pretty annoying. It would be like pain in terms of annoyance, less so like a bad play, which would be a type null moment or a Savali moment.
Oh wait, Savali moment. Wait, Savali moment was just a free space.
I mean that is kind of just a free space.
We use that as a free space. Like, the joke is like Savali moment.
Objectively speaking, so even still, there were a few in that.
The suicide lead popped off. I don't know if we do the suicide lead pops off because like X-Ball popped off and it was the lead. but it wasn't a suicide.
It wasn't a
lead,
suicide.
Like
lead,
he
no.
didn't.
That
Yeah,
was a
he
suicide
didn't
lead.
lead. It's like that would be like in a cell gore with spikes.
We might go
final
on this.
damage.
No, never mind. Darius doesn't have a suicide lead. He really doesn't have a suicide lead.
But
Like, Q might actually. Q might. I will say, I know...
Scully's an option, yeah.
Scully, I know he brought Sash against me as a
Zero Aura, he's got
suicide
Scully,
lead.
Tauros, his
He
Ubers are
might do
Giratina, the
that,
Origin variety.
against
He's got
Darius
Mortis,
well.
Sweet
It's
Tune,
pretty
top
free
of
here.
Lulu, hitting on top, Morgrim, no,
Because, like, looking at Darius removal, it's pretty garbage. Especially against this team, it's pretty garbage. And I don't think Deer actually brought removal, so he just gets out spiked, to be honest, and that really kills his team, because he didn't bring boots on Reshi. Genesis is obviously going to be pivoting. Well, I guess this set is going to be, but in Q's mind it will be. Celebi will definitely be pivoting a lot. I think that Q just has a really fucking free matchup between Scully, Mag, and then, like, Suicune. I think the three of those just kind of win, to be honest. I can't see a way around that for D-Ray. Genesect is his best way around it, but I can't really see much. And even still, it can get handled.
Genesect is a good potential win con, but it's obviously going to be tough to position yourself to win with it. Like get that shift gear off. It's the scariest thing. And he does obviously have to get sufficient chip on other things first. Like he has to chip down Suicune, he has to chip down the Sarah, he has to chip down Giratina, obviously. It's fast. Same thing with Mag. And then probably Big Guz if that comes. And Repair.
They'll be unlisted, so you can like click on the link and find it, but I'm not gonna like leave it up, just because it affects the algorithm and all that. And also like stats. But you can still click on it and find it.
And yeah, etc. So anyway, the 6 Pokemon I think he's gonna bring is Zero Aura, the 2 Ubers, Giratina, and Magearna. I think he brings Rhyperior because I have a Regieleki.
He mentioned Zera, the 2 Ubers, Rhyperior. He mentioned Magearna. He said Magearna again. I thought it was kind of funny actually. So he must have been thinking something else was an Uber, which I kind of laughed at.
One thing I will mention about D-Ray's team, and we could go faster with the team builds too, just kind of like our thoughts.
Something I will say Yeah,
having Roost would be really
honestly,
nice.
Sunny Day Boots. I think Sunny Day Boots could have been pretty cool, and they ditch Ancient Power for Sunny Day, and then probably just...
Well, I get the Ancient Power for Moltres. Fat Moltres could be a really annoying check if it's not like subs.
I would have just went Dragon Ball if I did that.
I just feel like
we're just specs.
Draco just nukes the Rhyperior. Like it doesn't switch in very well. I understand it can be AV, but like it's like one Draco it can switch in, then you switch out, and then the next time it comes in, you could potentially 2-hit KO it. Yeah. I think Solar Beam plus Power just leaves you more open to the Magearna because it's one of the few Pokemon on your team that very easily choose a hit from Magearna. So having boots and not shaking Rock's chip and things like that could be really, really clutch. I will say Q doesn't have great rockers. It's just the Rhyperior.
Yeah, it's really just the Rhyperior.
That's his only rocker.
That's like the one big thing about Q's team, but it doesn't really matter too much. Spikes, I think, are so much better at this matchup anyway.
Spikes are very good. So again, I think Boots Reshi would have been really, really nice to have.
So we see.
So I probably wouldn't have done Solar Beam.
Yeah, I would say to make sure to save a bit of time, I guess we'll skim through the team builder. So it's Colbur Celebi, as you can see above, with Giga Earth Power, U-turn, Recover. We have Shift Gear, Genesect, Life Orb, 3 attacks. We have Power Herb Reshi, as we mentioned. Not using the Power Herb Reshi either, to be honest. I think it was kind of pointless. And then we have Soleil Fire. That's actually a pretty good mag check too, to be fair. And then we have
that is a good one. I like that.
Scope Lens and Drapion. I would have probably. I feel like I would just went Black Sludge here personally, but I mean I kind of get the Scope Lens for Gary.
He just wants to crit through, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean it's not a bad bring. I think it's a fine bring. I would have probably just went Black Sludge personally.
Something I want to mention about Deary's team. If you look at the Drapion, and you look at scroll up for me.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Or I guess not scroll up. You can't really scroll up.
Yeah.
I just want to see the Celebi. I think it's Celebi and Drapion. They're not creeping Giratina at max speed, but then things like Reshiram is tying, and then I think there's another Pokemon at the bottom. Is outspeeding it? I don't understand that. Deary says I watched part of his team builder, and I talked to him about this game after. Not like too much depth on what goes on, but like I talked to him in the sense that like I was like, well, what went wrong? And he said that he didn't creep timid Giratina because he didn't think it would come. But and I don't think that makes much.
Like he did on Reshi, and he did on Savali.
Well, he said he didn't on Drapion, which I feel like is one of your better pivots into the Giratina and one of your ways of revenging it. I feel like not going enough speed for the Giratina doesn't make any sense.
I would have at least on Drapion. I could totally get it on Celebi. Celebi doesn't really do much to Giratina anyway. But I would have at least on Drapion, at the very bare minimum. I could totally even get ignoring it on Reshi, to be honest. But I would still have done it anyway. Just purely if you, let's say, just really did not feel confident in winning that speed tie. I would have still done it anyway, but I get it, at least the logic behind it. But Drapion was like the check. I don't get why he, like, unless he went super fat.
And I think going as offensive as he was doesn't make too much sense.
Like,
either.
it looks like he crept
and again
with that.
I think his idea was like, I don't think Giratina runs a lot of speed because it's Giratina and it's fat and annoying. One, it's not draft, and two,
it's the offensive.
This is the offensive Giratina.
Yeah,
and even if it was Giratina, even if it was altered, I still probably would have run enough speed for it.
In this matchup,
just simply because
because and it gets mauled by Poltergeist.
Yeah, and I think what do you call it? D-Ray recognized it's probably important to tie his Uber with my Uber, but then why not creep it with the Drapion if you think that you might have to tie it? It just seems like a lapse in judgment prep wise.
It is what it is. I like the team outside of as you mentioned Power on Reshiram, which I will say, to be fair, it seems like it's just a D-Ray thing just to bring it for the thumbnail. I respect that personally. I do it all the time. I literally just brought a Charizard with Hoist Scarf week 1 against Lucas because while I had an okay matchup, I wanted it for the thumbnail. So I get that. But I don't get not creeping Giratina with Drapion. That is my real big critique with the team, I would say. Otherwise, I think it's a fine build personally. Darius draft just Japanese inferior to Q's, but I do still think this is a decent attempt at trying to beat Q's team. So I like that a lot. Dira definitely has, I think this, for the most part in this build, definitely shows that Dira, at the bare minimum, has definitely come a long way in his builds, and I do respect that. So Dira, if you're watching this, good job. But just...
No, and I told him this too. I think he knows.
But yeah, he definitely picks up on that. So we'll get into the matchup.
Girls, children,
so we see that Q brings Giratina, Magearna, Zera, Scully, Rhyperior, and him on top. Kind of talked about him on top, but I get the other 5. I would have probably brought Suicune personally, but I like the other 5 for sure.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think Spike Scully also goes crazy in this game. Yeah. Just offensive 3 attack spikes, or just 2 attacks plus spikes, is really difficult for him to deal with. Mega Horn plus Earthquake does not have any switch-ins.
I'd probably go with either T-Spikes or Protect, and then Spikes, and then just, as you mentioned, Mega Horn Earthquake would have probably been my personal choice. I like Protect just in case he decides to go for a sweep, because he definitely could, very late game if Jenny's cleared, for example, and Pylo is as well. But I do think that at the very least, I would definitely run regular Spikes, Mega Horn, and then Earthquake, because it objectively just does a lot to Dira's draft, let alone the team he brought.
Forces certain switch-ins, and the spikes are so nice.
Because Mag and Zera are fine for Prim. He doesn't even need Poison.
I think it's smart that Dira got Silvally Fire with he teched on defog on it.
I was gonna say I mentioned Poison Silvally here, but I like Fire actually a bit more. I think it's very helpful for things like, for example,
Flash Cannon.
Yeah, Flash Cannon on Mag, because that was something I definitely overlooked a bit. And also, Fire as a stab would probably just be better for Mag. I was thinking Flamethrower would have been the choice there, but I do like the Silvally Fire. I think it was a good bring on Dira's part. Better than Poison.
Yeah. Silvally is the only removal.
Yeah, because that also versus stored power, to be fair.
Well, Giratina can defog too, but it's not defog in this matchup.
Giratina, Silvally, and him on top of the removal for this game. I guess Reshiram is defog too.
And if D-Ray clicks Toxic Spikes, we get another bingo slot.
Oh, true. Same as Acutus, to be fair, but I generally don't think a Q would click T-Spikes against this team. Between the Drapion, Genesect, potential for Silvally Steel as well, which could definitely also be something at Q.
Or Silvally Poison.
Yeah, or Poison. Because both of those are still solid mag checks. It has to be in Q's mind, I'm assuming Steel, Poison, or Fire. It has to be one of those 3, I think, in Q's mind, because he knows it has to be a mag check. There's no mag switching otherwise. So I feel like even if Q had it, he wouldn't click it. But Dira might. I think it would be solid for Dira to click. Because even though there's a Scully and Mag and the Giratina, it's still good for Rhyperior, him on top, and Zera, actually. It's really good for those 3. So we'll have to see what happens.
All ages. We are connected to my boy.
Also, I'll be right back. My dad needs it.
Okay, I can carry.
Throughout this whole entire time.
We see that Pylo's Ride is leading. Makes sense. There's really not a better lead here for Dira. It's a really good lead unless a Mag leads, and he has a good switch.
And the Suicune in place of those mons. But instead, my boy loves himself some him on top.
He mentioned the Moltres. I like the Moltres, to be fair. It's not bad. But I definitely agree with the Suicune at the very least. I think the Suicune was phenomenal against his team.
He loves himself some him on top, but that's definitely understandable. Let's put a lock in his team. We talked about it before. He said, good luck, have fun to my buddy Q. Let's get this kick off to the... What's the full acronym for the BBL? The Banless Battlers League? Week 1 of the BBL.
It is
Let's start
Banless
off with the ban because we've had some shitty luck. Knock on wood.
And also, Virgo, I agree with the Gen 6 GBA vibes. I 100% get that sort of vibe, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's very nostalgic. It's very, very nostalgic here.
Let's get this changed now. He leads out with Magearna off of the rip, dude. Crazy. All right.
That Magearna lead sucks. That really sucks for DA. Because even if he has a really good switch in Silvally, the fact it doesn't get reliable recovery means that it's just going to take a Flash Cannon and it's just going to have to suck it up. If Q predicts around that and goes for like a Volt Switch, even better. I don't think he really needs to though, personally. I would probably just click Flash Cannon because it's going to maul the Piloswine. Even if it's like a Spit F Piloswine, it's just going to get ripped apart by Flash Cannon. So I think Q just clicks Flash.
Don't want to stay on this guy. I'm just going to switch hard into Chimera on what I'm expecting probably the
Deerly's made a good play there. I'm going hard Chimera. It wasn't a very obvious. Like it was very pain to be honest.
The Oregon for this Flash Cannon. How much time are we taking? A lot. 132. That's not very.
That still does a third. See, right there, that's why I said Mag rips the team. Because that's the Silvally check right there. And that was, objectively speaking, Deer's just best Silvally check in the draft. There wasn't really much better. Not Silvally. This is best Mag check in the draft. There wasn't much better because Aggron got O-code by Focus Blast. By Aura Sphere. There's no way it lived in Aura Sphere, let alone a Focus Blast. And then from there, they just get worse and worse from Magirna stabs. So, I think that D-Ray, it's not that D-Ray brought a bad check. I think it's just that Q brought a good Mag set for this matchup. So shout out to Q for recognizing that and just clicking Flash Cannon there. Very good play.
Yeah, okay.
Not a very ballsy one, but
so it brings us to 132. So Valley Fire and it's Magirna. So level 50.
Hopefully you're
132. Holy shit, this was my check. Oh my god. Alright, Volt Switch Flare Cannons at 23%. So we are sitting at 66, that did 24, 30. That did a lot. 4?
Yeah.
34%. That did 34%. So you are very heavily special attacking. Best modest max special attack. Modest. 2v2.
Modest?
Yeah, modest max special attack.
Okay.
Alright.
So we didn't figure out an item, so maybe it's not.
I'm gonna party shot out. We are faster. We reduce his attack. So let's party shot.
I like a party shot at the very least.
Does withdraw. That did a lot of damage.
Okay, so the pivot is really nice there. I like that Q isn't risking with this Pokemon. He doesn't really need to even just try and capitalize and maybe like a double with a parting shot and just going for Volt Switch. Just keep it, I think, healthy. Very, very nice.
Oh my god.
And we see right here.
Okay.
The wall does not wall.
I don't want to bring
quite literally, yeah.
Polish off the top.
Because if we didn't mark it off already, definitely would count down because it's not going to wall.
And keep the momentum going.
I do like that D-Ray, though, at least was able to gain on that for sure. That helps him out a lot more than it helped out Q that turn, going Rhyperior. Though I will say that Q kind of needs to make that or him on top of the switch in. But either one would have been forced out this turn, so it makes sense.
I'm Celebi. And we're going to click U-turn. If he stays in, we could probably just bring in Piloswine. So let's U-turn here. Let's U-turn. Big man like that. Magirna. He could have the Mega Horn, so that's another reason why we don't want to stay in just yet. Let's see if he's scouting if he's got it. Scolipede. Hit him on top. But we're just going to make the easy early on reads to get things on the top.
Okay, so yeah, so I like that Deer is just trying to make what he needs to at this point in the game. It's very fair. We see Scully come in, which again, really nice that he could U-turn that turn. Pilo was, Rhyperior was never staying in, so I like it a lot.
You don't take much from an Earthquake, to be honest. So let's just fire off a Blue Flare.
I'm glad that Deer at least was able to figure out beforehand, though, that he knows he's going to take an Earthquake pretty well. So it's definitely really good because that will actually help with taking out the Scolipede, especially if it is not Sash.
Let's just freaking get some damage off, guys. So for this, here comes the Turbo Blaze. He has Black Sludge on the Scolipede.
Black Sludge, okay. That's definitely
Black Sludge Scolipede. Let's pop off a Blue Flare.
T-Spikes.
Magirna has Flash Cannon.
We see T-Spikes.
Feeling good, feeling good. I'm down. I'm cool. I'm really excited to have these two
T-Spikes.
Reshiram and Genesect.
Oh, my T-Spikes bingo board.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Go for the Blue Flare here. We do knock him out off and we are faster. Okay,
damn.
We are much faster. Awesome.
I will say, I'm shocked that Q let that just outpace. That's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really bad. It's really bad for Q because the spikes could have been so good against Zero's team. But you know what? We'll take it.
So we do get rid of the Scolipede. Now if we can set up Toxic Spikes, I think we'll be in a phenomenal position. So now the Scolipede is gone.
At least he intended to post Toxic Spikes.
You're Jolly Max Speed.
Let's hope.
2 speed tie with Giratina. In comes this guy. And I'm going to hit the tech off here. In comes Solar Beam.
And there we see the Solar Beam. Okay, so you know what? This actually is kind of going to work out for Deer. I like that.
So we're just going to go for it. He brought it in really quick.
We'll have to take that.
Pop off the tech, baby. Can we get the knockout? Let's go.
The wall does not wall.
Reshiram, let's get it popping.
The wall does not wall. That's kind of great.
This is what we play for, baby. Boom. Knock his ass out. Let's go. We bring the heat turn 1, baby. We bring the
wall
heat
does
turn
not
1.
wall.
Let's go. Dude, shout out to Kaiba.
I'm glad that Deer's hyped about it.
Oh my god, the Dragon Master playing massive amounts of
Reshiram really goes
I'm just going to
in
pop
right
him.
now.
He has to win a speed tie. Let's go for Draco Meteor here. Let's see if we can get a third kill in a row. Can we get the speed tie?
Can he win the speed tie?
And he does. Can we live? We went for the same idea? Oh, we don't live, so he's -2.
Okay, so yeah, that's very unfortunate, actually. That's very, very unfortunate for D-Ray, because that, honestly, that might have been a 6-0 if he missed that speed tie. I don't know for certain, but that might have been a 6-0 there. If he had Roost over Ancient Power, that was definitely a 6-0 there. There was no contest about it. But if it won the speed tie, I think there's a chance that D-Ray could have 6-0'd.
Okay, that's fine. So he has Jolly Max
Speed.
It's still
good, though. Reshiram's still putting a lot of work.
I should say. So max special attack.
I'll take
max
it.
Speed.
You know
Nature. We know that now.
Good job,
okay.
D-Ray.
So down goes Reshiram playing
the
finest amount of work.
Good job.
Woo, Reshiram, calm down, buddy.
Yeah, I have a lot of momentum for sure.
What do we do from here?
And Genesect could actually put in a lot of work. I could see Genesect winning.
I think Kanema's going to be the better play instead of T-Spikes. Bring the Kanema
T-Spikes!
T-Spikes.
Let's go!
I know he's going to want to switch here, so he's going to set the Toxic Spikes.
Let's fucking go!
I know there's nothing else to Spikes, which is really nice.
Come on, don't kill, don't kill,
don't kill, don't kill. Don't kill the Dravion, don't kill the Dravion. I want to see T-Spikes go off. The Grisarius board. Wow. Rose me in the comments for me to know how to pronounce that. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
That's the him on top. Okay. Is he intimidated?
T-Spikes.
He loves himself some him on top. Intimidate. Alright, T-Spikes are up. Now, at -1.
T-Spikes are getting off. That's
right? I want to keep this around for Giratina. So I do want to switch here. If he goes for triple axle, I think we can be in quite a bit of a pickle, and I don't want to bring Jumanji to take a close
Okay,
combat.
so yeah, I like a Deer is at least recognizing that, at the very least. Making sure he has a switch in.
Celebi here. So in comes the
Yeah, no, I 100%.
Okay. So
I
this is the
100% agree. I think that the Q had to at that point make that play. There was nothing else Q could have really done at that point, because even like the Hitmontop was not killing Reshiram, and if you went for, let's say, like a blue flare, definitely shoot a carrot Hitmontop. I fully believe that. Zera probably didn't really do much without, like, it would have had like outrage there, but if it did, I mean, Genesect kind of just set up and won the game at that point actually. So I think that was Q's really best play there. But if Q didn't have that payoff, he might have been fucked.
I think I want to just go for damage here and hit off a Giga Drain. Earth Power is actually going to cover a lot too, which is really nice.
I think
we can bring the Magir next. I'm going to go for Earth Power.
Yeah, that's just safer.
Maybe we can catch either the Zera or the Magirna on the switch, which would be really nice. He does decide to stay in. He probably goes for the
probably had sack.
Triple axle. He doesn't kill, so he does hit. Oh, he's gonna kill. He gets 2 hits. Does he get 3 hits? He does get 3 hits here. I think I'm safe with just recovering here because he didn't do all that much damage. So we did like, what was that 20, 30, 25, 30% or so?
No damage.
So we're gonna recover.
Why did they do nothing? Like, I was just 3-hit triple axle and just did like
my man loves
Celebi.
I respect it.
That's insane.
Once upon a time, I caught my boy Steve. Shout out to Magnitude off guard with the triple axle when we had him on top in the BBR season. That was a good time. That was a good time.
Good shit, Dira. Dira is actually really up right now. I'm kind of shocked. Like, I know Dira could play this well. I'm just shocked that he is against the team that was a very bad matchup.
So we go for recover here.
Yeah, Reshiram died like turn. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that was
Does he get all 3?
Kind of curious. So it was turn 1 with mag switch in, then turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and yeah, turn 5 on the dot. You are right. It was exactly turn 5. Good catch.
I do want to stay healthy.
Very good catch, dashing stab.
You can try to catch me here on the switch, but I think just staying healthy is just going to be the overall best bet here, honestly. So I'm going to recover
see another recover
here.
I think it's I agree. It's Dira's best play. Just going for recover. Yeah, stalls. And he goes
Daddy Pulse because he should have a Dragon Pulse and it's got the Dragon Ghost typing. I like that a lot. Okay, so
this is pretty bad
now
for Dira.
we should bring in Drapion.
Because now he really doesn't have a good switch in this.
I'm going to click U-turn because we do outspeed, right?
He doesn't creep us. He didn't creep us. He knows that. Wait. Hold on. Dira knows he doesn't outpace this. Because Celebi's creeping for, like, what, base 85, I think? And not only that, but Giratina tied with his max speed timid Reshiram. I don't know why he's even contemplating this. He's just hard out into, like, Drapion, or Pylo even. Just sack Pylo. Or should I'd probably just go hard Drapion.
2, and if he is the timid speed, which is
depends on Hitmontop, it has to be. There's no way Hitmontop would have done that little
156. He does outspeed us because we are modest, so I'm just going to hard switch out.
Okay, so he at least recognized that. I'm glad he respected.
He goes for Shadow Ball, which would be the best case scenario. So he's gonna outspeed us now because he did outspeed Reshiram. We sped cracked our boy for
Oh, that's gonna fuck D-Ray over.
Okay, here we go.
That's so bad. He might just lose. That might just win.
Oh, we live hit though. We do not live that.
No.
That's scary.
Oh my.
That's really scary. The Calm Mind was a good play on his part. Ugh, that's really scary.
Might just win.
Think about it. Okay. Can Jumanji live a hit?
Holy shit.
Oh, that's actually really scary. +1.
Oh my god. I don't know how Deer wins.
Draco.
I think Deer might just get 4 out. Like, that Giratina could just genuinely sweep.
Tough.
Because just need to click, like, what, Draco Meteor against Pylo? As long as it hits, it's fine.
So let's go for an Ice Cold Crash.
Yeah, I kind of get that, Deer. I think he's just banking on the miss, which I fuck with it. It's kind of like I do.
Unfortunately, didn't get to put in the work that he wanted to.
Giratina otherwise just claims a kill.
Spec out the jolly, I think I would have been in better shape. I would have been in much better shape. Much better shape. So that was my fault in prep. That was my fault in prep.
Oh. No, I think a miss is more likely than the crit with Ice Beam with Genesect. That's probably the play.
Sweet. So we have a crash here. We do hit.
Oh shit, that lived. I'm kind of shocked.
Do a big chunk.
I don't know why he didn't just straight go. Because he could have set up with this later on television.
And I'm gonna go for an Ice Shard. Followed up.
It is what it is. Shadow Ball still just kills. I mean, he guaranteed off damage at least. I respect that.
He does a drop.
Switching. Okay.
IDG, yeah. Okay. All right.
Hitmontop was a free switch in there. Yeah, it makes sense. I should crit Pylo. Yeah, exactly. That was what I would have banked on personally. Just getting
how do you set up with our boy here with Genesect? Because Genesect is looking mad fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, Jenny might be.
I do want to get a little more damage on the Magirna.
Jenny set
I do want to switch here. I'm gonna switch into Arya.
If you get a special attack.
I'm switching Arya.
Depending on the set, because that's definitely an offensive mag for sure. They're very offensive mag.
Let's go combat. Okay.
Okay. So Darius is getting some mana back, but he's gonna need to
click Earth Power. I think for free.
Yes, U-turn.
I think Earth Power is a little bit more free.
No.
If you want to switch into Giratina, that would be a thing. So let's click Earth Power.
No, you have to U-turn here. You have no switch to Giratina. You have 0 switch into Giratina. U-turn, D-Ray. U-turn.
Lives the Earth Power, so you just stay in.
What? Okay, so why did Q not just go hard Giratina? Like he recognized that Deer had the hard out that turn. He knows that Deer didn't click Gleam, because Gleam would have been great for not only the Hitmontop but for the Giratina. I don't know why Q didn't just go hard Giratina there personally, but to each their own. Maybe he just forgot.
It's 1.
It happens.
Fine. I guess 2. Okay.
Like he just knows it doesn't do a lot.
Okay. I think on this play I actually go for a Giga Drain.
Yeah, go for Giga Drain. That's fire.
I think I do go for a Giga Drain instead of.
Gets at least damage on Giratina just a little bit.
So let's go for Giga Drain. Let me see what they draw into. Daddy Pull. Okay.
So
this is obviously gonna live.
He's at least gonna get another kill too.
Does good damage. Does really good damage.
Better than I thought for damage.
So I do have to stay in here, but I'm gonna go for a U-turn. I'm putting him in range of Ice Shard.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fair. Dio made what he had
Let's
to
kill us off here. Okay.
He can never switch in the Shadow Ball.
Down goes.
Nothing really switched in.
Down goes our girl.
Go Genesect. Go Genesect.
Solidly.
Kind of have to go Genesect.
I can't set up a Project X just yet, I think.
Just go with Ice Beam, though.
Genesect. How much do I take here?
Ice Beam is just a really free move, because even if
Bit of
Makirna comes in between Ice Beam and Flamethrower, you could also fish for a freeze.
I do outspeed. So I'm actually going to bring in Genesect here.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. I think he recognizes this.
Special attack rate, which is awesome.
No, because Giratina
this
Giratina has Levitate. This Giratina has Levitate. That's why I think he should have, objectively speaking, done that.
2 KO it.
It would have been immune, and
the best course of action here?
like, you would have been fucked.
I think Ice Beam can kill this.
Kill. Which he did. He did it anyway.
I think Ice Beam just is our best bet overall.
It still just would have been more free. Would have just been healthier. Was the issue.
Let's click Ice Beam, I think.
So Ice Beam makes sense.
Sacks it off.
Okay. That's fine.
So now goes the Giratina.
So Giratina's down. Did Q do his kills wrong?
If he brings in their aura, that leads me to leave as Blaze Kick.
Kills wrong. Because there's only 2 kills.
And if that's the case, I bring in.
Because it was. No, never mind. It was 3
Valai.
kills. It was 3. For some reason, I forgot the Rusher and kill, to be honest.
This endgame's gonna be tricky. I do have the +1 special attack here.
Yeah, that's a free Fire Punch. It doesn't even need to protect. It just clicks Fire Punch.
Just Blaze Kick do.
Or Blaze Kick, that works too. But I just bring Fire Punch.
Blaze Kick does kill. So
kind of go hard pilot.
I think what we do is we bring in Chimera on the Blaze Kick.
That works.
Just to see if he's got it.
That's just fine. Chimera just still take a hit. Is that the ability?
Does knockoff is gonna do as much.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we're at 96.
Knockoff's fine.
So Valai Fire. I just need to get damage off on this. That's all I need. I'm a multi-attack.
Kind of wish it had Fire
sitting at
Punch.
196,
That was so
40%.
free there.
We have a Plasma Fist if he's jolly.
Like a Fire Punch
There's
and a
nothing
Volt
there.
Switch or something would have been so nice. But I mean, I guess
We can get damage
maybe
off on
just
something.
didn't have it.
We have a Plasma
If
Fist
he had
if
Volt
he's
Switch,
jolly.
that
I
would
mean,
have
admit,
been
no, we don't.
Anyway, is Wi-Fi
So
technique
this is
so
gonna
it's
be
8
quite an
weeks?
interesting endgame.
I think he just
So if
fucked
he's
up
adamant,
this thing.
he has a chance to kill. If he's jolly, we live.
Plasma
Chimera,
Fist?
you legendary
Ooh.
son of a bitch. Okay, cool. We get the damage off here, which is
That's
huge.
nice.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
I think it still wins,
Awesome.
though.
So our
not
play here now
win.
is to sack off Jumanji.
Wait. Why didn't... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I guess if Mag didn't shift gear up or trick him up, then Zavali could still be good, at least to pick it off. So that's fine. That makes
Hopefully goes
sense.
from the Plasma Fist. Goes for knockoff. Okay, that's fine.
Knock
We
off,
live
yeah.
that.
That's good to clean.
Now, he doesn't want to take an Ice Shard. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, if he stays in and he doesn't, I think I'm cool with that. I think I just go for Earthquake. Let's go for Earthquake. Hopefully he switches.
Wait, just
So we got
click
the damage that we
just
needed.
click Ice Shard. No, just get the
Because
damage.
Genesect does get a special attack.
Just
Where
get
does
the
it come down?
damage.
He
D-Ray.
showed knockoff, so he's got Plasma Fist and knockoff is all he's shown us. So I don't know if he has Blaze Kick, and he can.
You kind of just lose if he
If
doesn't.
it becomes that 1v1
What?
scenario.
I don't
So,
know.
Let's see.
I
I'm
don't
excited.
know.
It's an exciting game. He does
He does
switch
switch
for
out.
Earthquake. Does it bring
Okay.
gear now?
So I guess it bailed
That's
him.
that's same Okay, that's fine. That is fine.
That bailed
And
him. I mean,
Earthquake into
Zara's
Ice Shard at
just
-1 with not very
wins.
much investment. Knock out this thing. Question is no. I mean, the answer is I should say. This is a higher special attack.
Just Mach Punches, is it not?
So,
I hear just Mach Punches.
right, it has higher special attack, which means I'll get an attack boost on it. So, do I sack off Chimera here?
I think he sacks off Jumanji here.
I think I get my damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
you
sure.
go. He's getting off his damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my damage. Goes for CC.
I'm shocked that if you had Mach Punch there,
And then we bring
I
it
think you should just clicked it. But like CC was fine. It's not really a bad play. I think that was a fine play.
Chimera after this. So down goes the Hitmontop.
See, I think the Genesect just comes in now though, pretty
Your
freely.
damage off, he's still in the red, so you should die to a multi-attack. So we bring in Chimera, there are no rocks on the field, so we can still come in.
Okay, that works too. But like, risk priority. And this is
He
kind of
doesn't have
important
vest,
to
he's
pick
very
off
low, so we go for
Mag
multi-attack.
But I guess Genesect.
Already.
Welcome
I
back.
am
We're at the
back.
tail
How's it
end.
going?
We're at the tail end. We can clear off a couple things on our bingo board. I'll update you real quick. So right now, it is currently at a 2-2. Hitmontop just died literally a second. We got the 5 Uber dying because Reshiram died at exactly turn 5. And then we got T-Spikes because D-Ray said T-Spikes looking out for us. D-Ray, shout out to D-Ray looking out for us.
And the Uber die and get up then T spikes.
Yep. So we just need Thunderwave Zera Aura or Thunderwave Makirna. You know, we're set. Or maybe Thunderbolt full para from Genesect. We're still.
Oh yeah, dashing. What do you call it? Reshiram is very solid in draft. You just don't see it in regular
So I'm going
Ubers
to, if
very
I can,
often
I'm gonna try to
because
party
it's just outclassed by things like Kieran White and other
Exactly.
strong dragons.
It just
But in draft, it gets that opportunity to shine for sure.
Yeah. So I think Zera just wins here.
It all
Though.
comes down to
We
this.
haven't
It all
seen the
comes down
fire move to be fair, but I think it just does win. Like
It
even
all
still.
comes down to this.
Hi Emil, how are you doing?
Alright, so let's go and bring in Project X here.
So
Hey, no, hi Owen. What's up, Amela? What's up, man?
I mean, to be fair, you might have been gone at his end at this
He's got
point.
Blaze if he wins and he's got to hit it.
But I mean, I think I had you in the title.
Hit it.
Do.
Does Flamethrower kill you?
I think
With
you
the
should
ring
shift gears here.
How much time? Yeah, 34 seconds, we're fine. In a sec.
He should just shift
What's his
gears.
special
and
attack?
just hope.
Flamethrower.
Actually, never mind. He doesn't really
Ice
need
Beam
it
does just
from
amount of same, so I'm gonna go for Flamethrower.
that. He doesn't need it. Never mind.
Knock off.
This is the only Pokemon
Shit, suffer life
that.
orb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we still kill it?
So we knock.
You can't. Ooh, that's a
Is it
Ooh,
Blaze
I think it
Kick?
wins here now. Oh, actually.
I mean, if
I
it
think
was,
wins
it
here.
would
That's a good
have
play.
there for
Can we
sure.
live?
Maybe he's
trying
not
to get rid of her
Aqua.
berry.
Can we
Yeah,
That's a good
maybe.
play on Q's part. Alright, can we get the Plasma Fist?
Okay, so he
I think
definitely
we can
doesn't have
That was an awesome play by Q there.
She's
Yeah,
putting
just
in range.
That was an awesome end game. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know where we could have gone wrong.
And that was a very solid game.
I just been.
So far, that was definitely
It
my favorite
was,
game of the week.
and I know for a fact that even though it was gone, one of the things that did end up kind of biting him is his Drapion not being faster.
That Drapion, if it was faster, that would have been huge for D-Ray, to be honest, if he was just jolly. Because that would have literally stopped Garateen from just getting the hit off. I think Celebi could have actually maybe won the game at that point, to be honest.
Yeah, because Zera doesn't really beat it very well.
Yeah, so shoutouts to Q. That was a very strong win. It was a very fun game to watch, to be honest. I really enjoyed this one.
Oh, Ice Cream Freeze was the win con, you're right.
It was definitely the win con for sure. Because Burn
and that would have been another bingo.
It would have been a bingo. That would have been a stepping on Legos moment for sure. And also I think that it would have probably gotten a
stepping on Legos is like taking a shit ton from Hazard. Like taking like a lot of damage from
I was
Hazard.
doing that
That's what
something.
That's what Marcus said.
Oh, well.
Then, okay. That's what Marcus told me when he made it because I also didn't know what it was at first.
Okay, well then in that case it would have been Freeze at the very least.
Anyway, that's what I mean.
So you want to do Jorge versus Bosev?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do Jorge's side because I watched Bosev's side on stream, and I want to see this perspective of it at the very least because I didn't see it yet. Q, you did very good. Q, that was a very lovely game to watch. You and D-Ray so far are my favorite match of the week. So we have Jorge's side next. If you want to link Jorge and Bosev.
Yep. Jorge and Bosev.
Yes. So we have Jorge Bosev next, and then we have Incog versus Josh, and then finally we have facing in the last game. Oh yeah, Kurt and Cherry. We have Kurt and Cherry. We'll end off with Kurt and Cherry. That's a fun one to end off, actually. That's a very fun one to end off on. And then after that, I'll be doing Reaper versus Mario.
Bosev, right?
Yes, Bosev.
Oh, and are you doing
Yeah, I'm doing
so are you doing
right
YouTube
now.
streaming even for your YouTube
I'm just gonna unlist
upload?
it. I'm just gonna unlist it.
Just gonna unlist it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I was curious on how you were gonna do that.
Yeah.
Bosev.
It was a good question though. I didn't need to talk about. So real quick while you're pulling up the links, Jorge's team, I think.
Look at all those eggies.
Yeah, we see all those eggies. I like that. We see the Kyurem White. That's all he needs. Bowser could have just brought one Pokemon, being Kyurem White, with a Choice Scarf. Or actually, maybe two. We need something to switch into. It's like this plus like Slowking or something. And just double, and then just sack it after killing something, and just going for free. Like, he realistically won with Kyurem White.
Or even if it's just like Boots Kyurem or something like that. Like, it just claims a KO every time. Like, Sub Roost or something like that. Or even just Sub 3 attack. Like, it just does so freaking well. Kyurem wins the game, yeah. It's the fact that, like... Yeah, it's that Fusion Flare coverage to punish those Steel types that just makes it so awful.
For the sake of time, I'm just going to skip to team preview for the next 3 games, because we spent a lot of time on team builders. But yeah, so as you can see, we have the Landorus, which rips Jorge's team, the Kyurem White that rips Jorge's team, the Spectrier that rips Jorge's team. Like, even in Pangoro, it's not a great check because it just risks a Will-O-Wisp, and then it's fucked. Serena also for a team with a low Ninetales does so much here. Like, I get there's so Ninetales and Escap, but it's still just hair.
Oh, and it's a Life Orb Escap. I figured like maybe Akka.
It just needs to rapid spin, and Serena kind of just clicks buttons once that Escap goes down. Just needs to rapid spin.
Provided he gave it enough speed for the Crobat, which I do believe he needs a good amount of events
to Axel it.
But something I will say is I think a Nasty Plot Ninetales could have been really good for Jorge here.
Just
you can boil that Slowking a little bit. Yeah, just Freeze Dry.
Yeah, Freeze Dry, Blizzard, Nasty Plot, and Moonblast. Or even just over Blizzard and Veil would have been great.
Yeah, it really could have just absolutely soloed all. Yeah, Veil would have been great because you sit up all over Slowking, which is like the only pivot. Bosev's team is very Ice Weak.
Also,
like very ice weak.
Something I will mention real quick as well before we get into the match. I like that Jorge brought 10% Zygarde. While I questioned it a lot on the preview when I watched it in stream. I get it now, like looking at it now, because it guarantee outpaces the Kyurem if it's not Scarf. So I like that. I actually like that.
Yeah, to at least get it. Yeah.
So it doesn't risk a speed tie or anything. That was smart by Jorge. I questioned it heavily in the game when I watched it initially. But I like it now.
I thought maybe it was gonna be like subtoxic and he wanted to be faster or something like that. But I guess like the pre-Daddy Zygarde speed is really nice. It's just I know he's Lumberry and I think he's like offensive in this game, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot harder for him to find that opportunity to set up with it.
Yeah, so that's a big issue. But I mean, if he has Veil in that Scarf A9, that could still work. It's just gonna be, it's a
I know
very
he's hard,
uphill
though.
matchup
He's
for
hard.
Jorge though, and it just comes with his draft.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens.
Both his teams just infinitely more solid and well-rounded. But
Yeah.
that Ninetales could be scary if he gets rid of the Slow King. Freeze Dry endgame is very plausible.
Yeah.
Even
we'll
just
see what
move last
happens.
endgame.
To be honest,
Jorge's a bit quiet,
I'm
so
gonna
we'll turn
stay
him
off
up.
with. Actually, he didn't bring. What's his name switching? First, he didn't bring Terrakion, which was actually kind of clutch.
Speaking of Jorge, I gotta DM him to confirm my trade. I tried trading him something on my team. I gotta confirm.
I'd imagine he leaves off with Brilliant easy.
Do
I don't know what he has. I don't know what his name switching to my exes.
You have to DM me that what that is.
I didn't think about that.
When are you doing the Silvally Week 3 watch through? I was thinking maybe Tuesday. I work tomorrow morning and then I'm going to a Giants game in the nighttime, so I will not be home like at all tomorrow. But I was thinking maybe Tuesday after I get off work, because I only work the first 3 days this week, and I have like a week off, which is so nice. Because I've been working like mono 5-day weeks lately.
So we see Lando lead. Yeah, Lando's just kind of. This is like a one battle.
This makes- Yeah, everything else, it 1v1 is just absolutely nuked.
Yeah, but Slow still just comes in hard, and especially the fact that this is starved. It doesn't have freeze dry either. I mean, Dark Pulse is still.
Oh,
fine.
he's dark. Wait, why is he Dark Pulse?
Like freeze dry was just better. It just stabbed. It's so much better against Bosa's team. You're just so free.
Oh man,
Blizzard
why
did
Dark?
that much though? I thought it was gonna be like.
I feel like Dark Pulse just doesn't make sense for the Spectre. Doesn't Blizzard do more anyways?
Yeah, Blizzard do more.
I don't know.
It's just shocked personally, but like I guess. Like I get where Jorge's head was at. I don't agree with it though. But I get where
Yeah,
his
it's
head was
like
at there.
it's. I guess the idea is it super effectively hits Slow King and Spectre,
Yeah.
but I don't think the damage output on Spectre is worth. Oh, and then that's not good.
Yeah, this Slow King has such offensive pressure so fucking well, especially because the Scorpion is not going for freeze dry. Like a nasty pop freeze dry set would have been huge there. It failed on this, and then just plotted and then went for freeze dry.
That's what I mean. It would have claimed at least 2.
Yeah.
And Nasty Plots, Veils,
Maybe one.
and then
Depends on the
Nasty Plots
spec.
again.
But like even still, just Pangoro then came in hard and it had so much more momentum there. I like how I said that would have been great at turn
Pangoro?
go. I like
I hope this is
that.
Guts. Is this Guts Pangoro?
Pangoro doesn't get guts.
Also, it doesn't? Why
It's
doesn't
more like a
Pangoro
scrappy
get
Iron
Guts?
Fist.
That's stupid.
Owen's
Owen's choice band. And that is Misty Terrain.
Yeah.
So okay, by the way.
Alright, that makes sense to be fair. Because realistically,
I
like,
guess.
Pangoro probably wasn't clicking a ground move here, and Zygarde's gonna nail through arrows anyway. I get that.
No, I'm saying Misty is just interesting in the sense like I feel like Slow King wants to pass around Skullburns and Spectre wants
okay. I see what you're saying, yeah. Because he actually is Willow on spec. I will spoil that real quick. He is Willow Hex on spec, if I remember correctly. So I guess it's fair. That's fair.
Interesting. Maybe even I don't know Jorge's normal type, but if his best switching
It is Pangoro.
to the Spectre
It is Pangoro.
Pangoro, I would have just gone Spectre and just click Shadow Ball game.
Willow makes
Shut
sense
itself
for,
down.
for Zygarde at least. So I get that.
Yeah,
Or,
like maybe Willow as a fourth move.
Yeah, I would have probably done that.
You
if
don't
anything.
have a lot of moves you need to click a Spectre.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
Hey man, ladies out, you're all good. We still got a bunch of games left, Tiger.
Yeah, we still have 3 games, like 2 games after this.
Oh no,
Are we gonna talk about how he doesn't break his Pokemon?
Oh, he's had another burn.
it doesn't. Okay, that burn big. That does suck.
That really does
That burn
suck.
is
I was
really
like,
annoying.
both these burns.
Because
have
it's not
been horrible.
Helmet Wheeze, so like in theory this could have just 1v1'd it very easy. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have Roost. What does he crunch for? Crunch for the Spectre?
For the bro. But like he just U-turns.
I was just gonna say.
Because he has Thundy for bro. Pangoro. And Escav. He's a lot.
So the Weezing's gone, which is nice at least. I guess. But like Weezing wasn't doing much versus this team that Jorge brought.
I don't get why he preserved. Well, I guess he preserved for defog, but like, it's what Rocks Lando. I don't think he really needed to personally. Maybe for A9 and Crobat, I guess, but Crobat would die anyway, so I don't even get why he preserved it for that.
Oh, be careful. Oh wait, Misty turns up. Dumb. I'm dumb. He only burned it because it was in the air.
I mean, he had Lum anyway, so. I do think I was at least a smart double there for sure, because he was never clicking a fairy move there, so I like that from Jorge for sure. But he's
Now,
playing-
is this your opportunity to Dragon Dance? I was gonna say.
I would just
This
I would
I feel like
at this point.
something that worries me with Jorge is he's a very offensive player, and of course it's not inherently bad, but something I worry about is him being able to pull out the full capabilities of Zygarde completely.
See, I think if anything, I would have probably Skitter Smack there and try and take advantage of the Serena or the Slowking switch. I would have definitely attacked there, to be fair, though, because you can't really, especially being 10%, he can't really fuck around with G-Weezing, because it could just Strange Steam and do a lot of damage to this.
Well, yeah, but you would have at least got Daddy for him, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I would have just raw attacked, though. But I don't think DD would have been the play, because in Daddy form as well, Scarf Gear and White would have picked it off at that point. It would have definitely been in range.
Yeah, and it might be Scarf, to be completely fair.
So I think I would have just raw attacked. I would have Skater Smack, though. Because now Serena just kind of comes in and is just going to pick it off if it's saved.
Yeah, and with the Crobat being so weak, and, I mean, he should sack Crobat regardless, but this is a very free triple Axel. There's just not good switch-ins. And this thing's Life Orb, which is very scary. I don't know how I feel about the Life Orb of Scavalier.
Yeah, because between Life Orb and HJK, it's going to take a lot, even just checking Serena. Another one of those walls that doesn't wall.
It wasn't the Kiro, it was the Timmy.
I will say, for all the hacks that's already happened so far, Jorge's been pretty not salty, so we can't even mark our salt on our big board. Or if you want to bump that up a little bit for week 2, that'd be great.
So, Kiro?
No, I'm kidding. It's
Decent
a
player,
nice
good night. Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Aqua would have been amazing.
I mean, that was
Aqua
not
would have
taking,
been really
I want to point out, that was not taking that at Akabe. I'd be shocked if it did.
Wait, I feel like I'd choose one of his
Well,
Aqua.
maybe if Scarfed, but not like a boosting item or like a spec set. That would not have taken that. No chance in hell.
Scrap enough? Oh, I feel like it does.
That's still 170. That's still 170 offense off of a 130 base move. That is not taking that. I'd be shocked. I'd be appalled if that took that. You calculate while we continue. Just bring it up when you calculate. Versus like max spin F Aka versus like specs. Timid specs, because it had to be timid here.
Yeah, the, yeah. I go for Blizzard, just go for another play.
Oh, this thing could be Scarf. I guess it doesn't matter if it's Scarf, because obviously you outspeed it too, but you're not going to kill him in one, it's a cure.
Yeah, it's bulky enough. Moonblast was a fine play there.
Let's see how much it does.
There was a very free play, because even G-Weezing has a lot taken on it.
Okay.
It lives guaranteed. It lives specs guaranteed if it's Steph Aka. There's 95 specs.
Maybe that was the play then. Maybe that like.
I feel like he was better than Life Orb at the very least. At the very least, I think he was better than.
That would have been a hard Iron Head this would have had to take, and that would have also been really good for Jorge. I mean, if he had Trick Room, like Life Orb would have been fire, but he doesn't have Trick Room to support it, because that would have ran with Trick Room, but he doesn't have it. I don't know what he even had to set Trick Room, to be fair. I don't think he had anything.
And I'm not a big fan of Trick Room unless you have a way of getting free out into the Pokemon that you're trying to set up for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like it's more just if he had the Trick Room up, it would have claimed like.
It could have claimed. It could have claimed like 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually totally agree.
That would have claimed like 3+ kills.
Even then, Orlando just comes in and takes like 80% too. Yeah. Like I do agree, offensive SCAF was very good here. I think it's good recognizing that. But the chip you're putting on yourself plus your own.
I get the mindset of a lot of these. I had the mindset of a lot of Jorge sets. I just think that they weren't prepared to execute themselves as well as they could have. I guess is the best way to put it.
Looking at the team right now too, the only thing that SCAV could really come in for free on and try and get that attack off with is Serena. Everything else can pressure it very well.
And it can't even really come in hard because
Aqua would have helped with Weezing. It would have helped with Slowking as well.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, and you're obviously not chipping yourself down the range of like Hail or Life Orb or anything like that.
Yeah, so it's just kind of unfortunate. So Moonblast is gonna go off. I think it makes sense for this sound.
This should knock me out though. No. Okay, cool.
I actually choose.
There is clean to it, KO. You can save this.
Yeah, I would definitely just. I'd probably both be switching out if I was both of them. Actually, maybe not Jorge. Jorge doesn't really need to.
Jorge can do it, KO.
Yeah, I think at this point will probably get mauled.
He looks pretty Fizz-Def on that Slowking too, which is another thing to keep in mind. Yeah, I think this is for sure just a better sack, and even like best case scenario, you live 2 Moonblast because you resist. I don't think it does, but yeah, especially with the Hail, it definitely doesn't.
But I
think that's for sure the sack. I don't see what Weezing ever does in this matchup. You know what I mean? Like at this point, it does nothing.
Yeah, it literally did nothing. The burns have already been gotten off anyway.
Now, where do you go here? You go back out to Slowking.
Yeah, Slowking is definitely 1v1 now.
I do want to say Ninetales.
Just sack.
But he doesn't have a good switch in. That's the only issue.
Hey,
what is he wide lens on Thunders for? What's his moves?
I'm not sure.
So I'll use physical. Yeah, so I'll use physical really quick, and that's it. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is why Zygarde, big Zygarde, is probably better. Just overall. This is going to die to Ice Beam, and I don't think Big Daddy Zygarde would have been put in range of that yet.
Oh no, he's just taking chips.
Oh wait, yeah. I feel like that just made no sense.
Because Slowking took a hit.
I feel like that made no sense. He literally came out
I mean,
to take a hit.
Like, even with that double, he's still fucked.
I'm okay with losing Nero here.
Yeah, it's not like it helps anything. I think the double, the idea was to try and get it on. I don't know, because like it's not like the Slowking's clicking a psychic move on the Zygarde. It's clicking Scald or it's clicking Ice Beam.
Yeah,
so why not just go hard into the Pangoro and sack that off?
I'll be honest, I don't know why either switched, but I get it a lot more why Bosa switched than why Jorge switched.
I guess the idea is just like I don't if this thing is like banded or something like that. I don't want it to you call it Oko my Slowking, I guess. So that makes a little bit of sense, and it also just covered what double is he gonna make, you know?
Yeah, like
it's not like he can really do anything.
The only safe doubles there would have been Alolan Ninetales, which died, and Crobat, which died, which neither which would have been like I feel like Crobat could have been sacked though personally, and I would have probably sacked Crobat there.
Crobat being sacked actually also makes a ton of sense. I agree. Yeah. I don't know why Crobat's still here. There's no roost. It doesn't really do anything. There's not really any hazards on the opposing side of the field that really cripple you all too much. Like rocks from Landers could be annoying, but if I'm Landers and I'm inside, I'm clicking a button.
Exactly.
Wait, it's Widelands. Oh, it's Widelands Focus Blast. No.
Still gonna miss.
No.
Crobat's not. See, this right here is why the burn actually like really sucks because
I agree. The burn was massive. The burn sucked.
I still
see. I don't know why.
I don't think a Jorge would have still won, but that sucked for Jorge for sure.
No, it put him in like a really bad position. No Roost is interesting too. I probably wouldn't have gone Crunch. I think Roost over Crunch was so much smarter.
Yeah. Zygarde coming in, he kind of has to be fair. Well, actually, no, he should probably just went Thundy.
Thundy. Yeah, I don't know why he's not using the Thundy to break as he wanted to, you know?
Yeah.
I guess the Landers is kind of a looming issue, but again, you still have that Crobat sack, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know.
And that's the game. There's no win con left. I don't think that Thundy can win.
Thundy definitely.
There's not enough hail turns.
Not only that, but Spectre just comes in and revenges it. Spectre just wins the game at this point.
Well, I think it's agility, but I'm saying like it doesn't have enough turns to win. Between hail not being up and different shenanigans like that, and not being the icy rock obviously means that he can kind of just pivot around until his Landers can come in and revenge it. And yeah, once this Ninetales dies too, he also just loses to Landers, which isn't good. So it's Scarf Veil, which is nice, I suppose. Flamethrower's gonna count. The only issue is now if I'm Jorge, what you sack? You gotta sack the Crobat here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. Okay, so at least Crobat's getting sacked now. So at the very like.
I mean, this is a nice sack. I do agree. This is a nice sack.
This is a nice sack because A9 could still actually do stuff, surprisingly. And yeah, that sucks for Jorge because he's gonna have to waste more Veil turns.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea though. He knows this thing is I like that idea, that play from both of though, because it literally just wastes turns and it just throws a future sight in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
it just wastes turns, which is great. I think it was a solid play by Bosa for sure. It just sucks for Jorge. It wasn't a bad play on either of their ends. It's unfortunate is all.
Yeah, and then like this Thunderbolt's gonna come out. One, I don't even know if it'll kill Slowking. I mean, he should obviously just switch out. What do you sack here? You sack Serena.
We have two. Okay.
Serena does nothing in the rest of this game.
I kind of have to go for the body play. I just Water Ball.
Yeah, because like I agree with Jorge though that he has to play for Bosa's choke.
Wait, no.
Exactly. Kieran comes in hard.
Okay.
Ooh.
I guess it's an okay middle ground because it's never clicking Focus Blast.
Yeah, I was gonna say that makes sense. Especially if it's Scarf, it's gonna still do a lot of damage.
So we do have the
you know what? Veil is screens.
I think the thing is Scarf.
Oh, Veil is screens. Let's go.
I do think it's Scarf.
Bingo.
Did you check if I posted the stats for this game, by the way? I think I might have. I'm not sure.
He lived.
Ooh, okay, I will.
That's unfortunate.
Wild. Okay.
Did it live?
Here's the plan.
Was it Choffle?
Here's the plan.
No, I just lived. Because Kieran's just fat.
Kieran White moment. I love Kieran White. I think that one is crazy. I think Kieran White is a crazy mon, and people sleep on it like.
We flinched my opponent to death.
Hold on. Where is the screen?
I think you said he's gonna flinch it to death.
Wait, do we not have? Do we not? Oh, we do have screens. You clicked on it. Okay, I was looking. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Bet.
Flinching death is his play here, to be fair.
There's one flinch. Now we need 3 more. Just for Slowking. We need about 5 for the Serena. Right? I think the good thing is I don't have to do stats now. Okay.
I like how he's setting up to do stats.
Okay.
That's an optimistic way to look at it. Okay. I'll give him that.
Come on now. Come on. I know.
What he say?
Come on.
He said he doesn't have to do much
Okay,
stats.
come on.
I
Get a
respect
crit.
that.
Get a crit.
I respect an optimistic way to look at it. Jorge, get a thumbs up from me for that.
I could learn some shit from Jorge, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
I agree.
Okay.
That's a very optimistic way to look at this because this is just an unfortunate game.
This is what I do agree with that,
As
but-
for someone in this position, a lot of people gotten pretty salty. and
Josh,
missed
Josh did stats for
Hell
Andrew
yeah.
Jorge.
We need about 5.
So that
I
is
figured because I know
another
close to stream this, I
wall.
figured one of us probably would have done it.
All right. Ninetales, you have 21 Dark Pulses. Let's use them all.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, he's definitely looking at the bright side of this, and I do respect that a lot.
We have so many bingo squares,
Okay, you
but
understand.
like they're just in the wrong spot.
Exactly.
It's BBR Season 2 all over again, okay? Nope, miss. Alright,
Unfortunately.
that's gonna be week 1 of the BBL. We're gonna lose 5-0.
Yeah, Serena, go crazy too.
I think us sacking away our Zygarde prematurely was pretty dumb of us, but at the same time,
I think, yeah, second Zygarde sucked, but like also I just don't think there was any way of coming back from that position.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should just went Thundy, to be honest, was the issue.
Wow, yeah, no.
But I will say, I mean, he at least recognizes it. So I guess respect to that for sure. There are a lot of people who would be very adamant about something like that and just try and like really assert that. So I respect that he's at least like owning it. Sadly again, no bingos yet. We have 2 games left. So we're
2
gonna
games
pull
left.
Incon
We clutched
Sun.
up last game in Savali for week 1 Savali. We clutched up
So
and got what do you call it? We got bingo on the last game. Just super fucking nice.
So we're gonna pull up the just as it's starting at team preview real quick. All I really have to say is there's no ground on switching. It just didn't exist on Dark Shaft. It was Milotic.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
still
Milo,
loses.
which gets so pressured. Yeah, and it
loses
just
the
does
ground.
not deal with. If it's not Flame Orb, it doesn't take 2. And if it's Flame Orb, it takes rocks and burn and just dies the next time. It's just, yeah, this is a very bad matchup for Incock. He doesn't have switch-ins to any of Josh's offense. There's also not a Ghost Resist.
gets rocks, I guess, so we could probably go off of that, really.
There's not a Ghost Resist.
Do you want to link Incog and Josh, by the way?
Really, I should be crowned and see what he does. But I think I want to lead
Oh,
off
yeah,
with
duh.
Emmy and see what he leads, honestly.
I like the Rachi
Because we can
lead.
write down
I know he
timers.
mentioned his
See
Rachi
what he wants to do.
was
Does he
4
wanna
ground.
confirm,
Get the
obviously,
grass
but
on
obviously,
it.
you know, I don't like confirming too quickly.
Yeah, Gresson's obviously very smart. And he has to lead in a position that doesn't make it to where you auto-lose to Dual Dance Groudon.
Because Calvio would even still lose that because of the sun and the fact it's AV. It
Yeah, and I know Josh was Lum. Josh was Lum in this game. Will we count that as Obscure Berry?
We're going to press A here, and we're going to be waiting for Josh to
Not
confirm.
really. Lum is normal berry.
Yeah, Lum is
Like
pretty common.
key berry
berry.
sort
We
of
will see
shit.
what he decides to do for this
Yeah,
game.
we're never gonna get something like that.
I mean,
If
if
anyone,
anyone, it would be Josh,
Yeah.
if anyone. But I know he didn't do
Pretty
this
sure-
game.
pretty sure he'll lead
I
into
don't know
round.
his team.
I don't see why he wouldn't. It's a really, they're both
I do love
really
Keyberry. That's one of my favorite
good.
items in draft.
Hopefully we get this done
I
in-
love
in-
Keyberry.
Oh, you know what?
Josh,
I think Josh might have brought T-Wave this game. You might be seeing it.
Oh yeah, he has Pulse Hex Spam, so I would be very surprised if he didn't. Hold on, I'm looking for Incog's lane. There it is. That was mine.
I guess I Shadow Ball, but I also fear like rock. I guess he puts up rocks first, right? Will he put up rocks first, or is he gonna go for some bullshit? Because Josh might be.
Yeah, let's experience. Uxie might be running T-Wave. Hopefully, I would
Fuck. Does
absolutely love
Magic,
it.
let's go.
Yellow Magic. Wait, Yellow Magic gets us bingo. Josh.
Come
on, Josh.
Bro.
No!
Which is bad. And he's not lefty, so it could be Chesto. Does he take this hit? He has Helios
Man,
Moisture.
this whole team is really gonna be stepping on
So
Legos.
he probably goes to hard Helios, honestly.
I'll give this a stepping on Legos moment. There's like while it's just rocks, there's nothing that's gonna remove it, and this whole team just gets fucked by rocks.
Can also just endeavor if I take too much damage. We're gonna see
I'll
what
give it
Did
that.
he did? He brought T-Wave.
I'm underprepared. I
Let's
definitely was.
fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, I said Ultra.
He's gonna withdraw as well.
Well, it is Josh AKO old player. Well,
Helios, see, this is what I'm talking about. All right, cool. All right, cool. So I'm pretty sure figure out a spin off of my Shadow Ball damage, but we'll see.
So,
his switch into this, he doesn't
this
have
thing
to-
also goes crazy too. Like this thing. Oh wait, and I remember for a fact it's Blair because I watched a little bit of this on stream, like when he was like doing his team breakdown, and I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
I know he's Blair on the Helios too, so lots of opportunities for Paras.
So I know
So
he's set up
keep
for,
an eye out,
for
chat.
Groudon.
That's literally all we need is some Yellow
A little bit of
Magic.
damage.
Yeah.
Wait, we have bingo.
No
Hold
surprise, it
on,
was a crit, though.
Oh, we do! Bingo!
we have bingo.
Yeah,
Bingo.
because even though it's just rocks, Incog seemed cripples to rocks.
I feel like I can protect you to gauge,
He's no
skill
removal.
I can also go in the crown to see what he wants to do.
Bingo.
Cripples to rocks.
Because his best answer to my Slowpoke
Ew.
Yeah, the C-Trant also just does so much here. We talked about that. C-Trant just runs. It's so funny.
Yes, toxic, there it is. So, alright, so I suspect Josh has a lot of crazy shit on this set.
And he's switching his AV Kelvio, which I think is so smart. Ring by
That's a
Incog,
very
I
smart
get
bring by Incog for
it. Yeah,
sure.
AV is smart. He also doesn't want to lock in this game, so I think that's okay.
I like Incog's prep. For
This
someone
does
with a
not
horrible matchup,
yield
it's
very
so
well
good.
because it's casted. So rocks plus flash cannon, big crit.
I'm shocked if it's. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Crit mattered. Wait, I think that's a crit mattered moment.
That definitely crit mattered. Oh, it's not in this one.
Oh, it's not in this one? I thought we had that one. I know it was on the last one I did. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Unfortunate. I was gonna say, crit for sure mattered. And here is the Magma Storm. Was that? No, that was Lava Plume. That was Lava Plume.
Yeah, it was Lava Plume. I predict him to switch at least. Especially because he is safe enough to do that. Oh, nice. Nice prediction there, God.
Big icy win. Big win.
That's a big declare at that.
I guess I will say Josh doesn't have great switch-ins to this thing now, though, because he's so cheap.
Yeah, because he forgot about clear body on that as well. He mentioned that in his stream. So that was very important for Josh.
This is rest, which is nice. It's not choice. I think Josh probably was like, this might be choice too. Oh wow.
Does this count as salt? I don't think it does yet.
No, I don't think it counts as salt. So big chesto.
I will say, knowing where the game goes, we might get there.
Oh, it's Aqua Jet. I feel like Flip Turn was for sure the bring on that fourth move. I don't think Aqua Jet helps you. I guess like 2 Scalds maybe
It's
puts
really
it in the range kind of thing.
Oh,
Now this thing is, now there's no heat transfer. I don't know if clicking that icy one and getting that chip is worth it. I think I go like I probably go Aromatisse. I probably go what do you call it? Rachi.
Rachi, yeah. Rachi. But I mean, it's not a huge.
Stat drop matter. That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Marcus, if you're watching back, stat drop matter.
For me right now, I think going for Wish is better because I got flip turn. If I flip turn, that would have been better. But no.
It doesn't.
Why does he click here?
Oh, okay. Well, more so you could have stayed in at the very least. Just to get the stat drop and the crit in tandem.
Okay, he switches out.
I think it mattered in the since
you forgot the turn. It's okay. It happens. It happens.
Listen, I forgot.
At least you're owning it.
One of the biggest bugs. Oh, that's nice actually.
That was
a double puts you in a good position in the sense that like nothing else in your team pressures Groudon. So like it's really nice to have this in at least. And if Josh isn't very smart, which Josh is very smart, he could be like, free blades, and then take 800 million from Grass Knot. Might even die because of specs, I'll be honest.
That, Josh is very prepared for Grass Knot as a possible option
oh, yeah.
in the back of his mind.
Josh, well, I'd assumed as much. I assumed as much. Because again, Josh has plenty of Ubers. He has a lot of Ubers experience. Josh is a very good player, probably one of the best players in the league. So not to say that Josh wouldn't. It's still your best option to hit that Groudon. Yeah, I just don't think there's anything for that Groudon when it comes in. It just clicks a button. Lava Plume, big crit. I don't think that matters. That's definitely not matter. Like, obviously that doesn't kill, but then you just flash guard in the turn after.
Definitely wrong game. Definitely wrong game, Zeke. But I don't want to talk about the Secret Sword, yeah, that makes sense. It does more in the sun anyway.
That is the Uchi again. Like I just said. Okay. Secret Sword didn't do that much.
Secret Sword, and the sun being up means his Uxie just sits in front of this thing.
Incog, we were talking about the G King with Heatran Flash Cannon. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about with the
the G King where it was a because you could have stayed into a drop because you could have stayed in and maybe gotten some chip or like that. Yeah, like it forced you out immediately, which was not fun.
Yeah, that's specific.
Though obviously you also have to keep in mind Earth Power. You have to keep in mind Earth Power obviously as well.
Yeah, of course. Oops, I opened in full screen accidentally. Let me undo that.
He probably side shots again, honestly. If he goes for foul play, everything on my team does not want to take his can't for that.
I love the thumbnail, by the way. The thumbnail's hella funny. I just noticed
that. was amazing. Yeah, I know.
Incog's thumbnail games are crazy. I won't lie. I love Incog's thumbnails. They're hella good.
Yeah, I'm super jealous, to be honest. I wish I could hand draw thumbnails or stuff like that.
And he just side shot, which is fine. So I have to drop.
I know he had someone do it for
No, Josh, click Thunder Wave. Josh, click Thunder Wave. To be a dick, I want double bingo.
I'm with you there, Burger. That makes sense for sure.
Definitely one of those kind of close games I wish I could lose, but this one, man, I'm trying not to lose.
They're kind of forced, yeah. I remember the one time I played Groudon in Ubers was 2 times I played it, but the first time I played it, I was Grass Knot.
I think he just goes to
the best way to hit it. I was like shook a Grass Knot thing.
Did you really, Burger?
This is what you have to bring in, and if he could, and that's another reason the sloking sucks, because if you could have stayed in and gotten some big chip off on it, the Specs Rashi could be a lot more scary than it is right now.
Oh, for sure. He stays in. Actually still a lot, even for a crit. Oh,
Groudon dies even at max HP. Oh, I got you. So the Kelly was gone, so he needs this for literally nothing. So I think the sidekick was a bit of an overplay.
What the plan is. We need him
I mean,
to get folded like
In the sense that, like, even if Heatran comes in, Shadow Ball hits it more neutrally. And I don't think they're great Shadow Ballers just in this team in general. Well, it's just this thing.
Yeah, it's just this.
But I don't think he goes hard into it. I think there's no point. If he switches, he goes into Heatran regardless. And getting rid of he's just, and not taking that foul play or that knockoff. It's just nicer.
I wish I still can, but he's gonna do one of those games, I guess. We're gonna see what he has to do. He has to go player. Okay, so we're gonna get paralyzed.
So I'm here. You made it before watch your game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Get
so we
paired.
have
Get
your game
paired.
last.
Get paired. Hold on. We see some yellow magic.
Oh, it's
Need me some pairs.
okay, well, I'm pretty sure I died.
Come on. I'm surprised he didn't go into Heatran though. I think that's very interesting on Josh's end.
Potential here.
Yellow magic. Yellow magic.
He gets that move. 44.3 to 52.9, and we are at 93. So I have a solid chance of
Get
actually living
paired.
this.
Get paired.
So we can
Come on,
decide
I love the incon, but I really want you to get full pair. I really want the full pair.
He nearly just killed me with
Oh, he didn't even try and kill it. Let's go. I know he had Dark Pulse on the stick too, so I'm glad he did not click it. Come on. Get paired. No! Oh my god, that did so much. Wait. Specs Raji is the wave. That did so much damage. He's got seconds. Down it goes. So unfortunately, no pair there. We're so close to double bingo.
So close. We're literally just one away. Maybe it can happen in Cherry's game. Oh, can you check by the way how long Cherry's game is? I want to give an estimate to Mario how long it would be.
Are you watching Cherry's side or are you watching
We'll do
Kurt's
Cherry's side
side?
because I watched Kurt's and Call.
He should die to this no matter what. I kind of want to sub
I kinda wanna see Cherry's
but I
side.
don't know what he would go into here. It's Earth Power. We're gonna see what he has to do. If he switches out that he
So
doesn't,
Earth
doesn't, then he's
Power,
bad.
yeah, that should be pretty free to be honest. There's no reason to overpower.
It is 31 minutes, so we could probably get through it in about 15 to 20. Depending on how much we
No
pop.
reason to overpredict this time. All the plays are straightforward now. Everything I need to do is very much telegraphed now, and I need to think it. Okay, so he is shot. Okay. Let me see if this kills. Maybe.
You sure this is
That
Spliff?
man is death as fuck, which means
Big Heatran. Next
big
level
Heatran.
mod. You lava balloon? That's a smart play. The lava balloon was a smart play because if this was DD, if it was DD weakness policy, we
Yeah,
could have gotten
I
tough.
know Josh is paranoid about that as well. Because it was the only thing he could have resolved.
And I know it could for sure live. It could for sure live a flash cannon after rock properly. So like, I get that. I feel like that's a good play. What do you call it? It's just a good play.
I'm just gonna go for Ice Spear in case. Fuck it.
That's smart. Yeah, just in case. It really doesn't hurt at that point.
Which it makes complete sense.
Big Hex.
So he has Dragon
Also, no Ghost Resist made this pull matchup just abysmal. There's just really nothing Incog had for Josh's offense. Josh could play this game very straightforward and sack one of his 4 win cons and win with something else later.
I shit you not. Josh told me that everything besides Zeus was a win con for him on the team. Even Cloister was. It was really funny. His Cloister set was hysterical. It was Weather Ball, like mixed Weather Ball. I wish it popped off.
So does he go hard Groudon? Does he go hard
It was mixed Weather Ball?
Yeah, it was mixed Weather Ball for Solgaleo specifically. It was really funny. It was so funny. I wish it did more.
That's hilarious.
It was. I really.
I'm super here.
Josh almost didn't bring it, but I told him he had to bring it. It was really funny.
Yeah, that's Groudon.
You've got to
Kill us entirely.
wins.
Damn, fuck. I can't even go for Flare Blitz. But alright, sure. This was a difficult loss, but it's an understandable one to me because it's honestly just one of those things where things didn't work the way we wanted it to.
And Groudon button gets clicked.
Yeah, kind of has to think.
I love the Heatran. The Heatran on the thumbnails is just making me die.
The Heatran
I think
is
that's
really
so
cute on
funny.
the thumbnail. I like it a lot. It's really
Yeah.
I don't think Josh misses though.
Yeah.
If he misses
Kinda
twice,
needs
I don't know if anybody in the chat plays Monster Hunter, but he looks like one of the monsters from Monster Hunter World, and I'm super here for it. Dead. God, it just killed Solgaleo from full. I understand it's a Groudon Blades, but good lord. Also, wasn't it Josh's best entrance just to Blades? Because it gives him one more opportunity, like if he misses. He obviously outspeeds this thing. It was just these 2 Pokemon.
Can you get a bit saltier? I'd appreciate it. With love.
Yeah.
That would have been great. We could have marked off another thing on our bingo board.
Not being so respectful, you
Yeah,
douche.
stop. Why is everyone so respectful? Play like Owen for fuck's sakes.
No, I was good in my week 1.
I
I
know
lost.
you were. I'm kidding. In
I
general,
lost,
meant-
but I just got outplayed.
Oh
It
shit!
was
Yeah,
good.
we have. Oh, you're not. Never mind. Yeah, because we're not doing a game, right? Okay.
We're not doing ours, yeah.
gonna
No,
say.
we're all good.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought I had one more game. I didn't want to jump too much. Okay. So very
This is
quick team
Kurt
recap.
and
Royal Mario.
Cherry.
Yes, Kurt versus Cherry. Palkia is basically the only mon that has a good matchup here. Urshifu's good for Lugia, but it doesn't really have a great matchup considering Zama Sylveon. Zama actually
It can never
offensively
lock.
does a lot. Garchomp does a lot as well.
Garchomp wins the game, by the way.
Garchomp, yeah.
Garchomp just does
Garchomp
win.
preview wins. Holy shit.
Something I think that I should have told Kurt when we were building this, because I help Kurt build often, is something I was thinking Cherry could probably bring is like Balloon Clef. Balloon Clef is a good.
Would have actually been not bad here, to be honest. It's sort of like SD3 attacks like jab, scale shot, earthquake, but like it's really all he had at that point.
You pivot in initially, which is really nice.
Yeah,
I don't know, yeah, and you could be unaware, still too.
Yeah.
And the balloon like protects you from a potential T spike from the Quillfish or something like that.
It's definitely a solid idea. I don't know if I would have personally been that with Clef, but like I get the thought process there for sure.
The thought process is just like Garchomp wins, you know.
No, for sure.
So if it's Magic Guard and not, I think it's like almost forced into unaware.
Yeah,
though.
So
At the very least, I think it's forced into underwear, which Kurt can exploit with hazards with Cole.
Yeah, so we see Palkia lead for Cherry. I'm just gonna skip right to the start.
I'm just gonna click Surf here.
Yep.
I'm not gonna think about this
The
at all.
Palkia versus Cole. We see
Surf is
Surf.
very and
Cherry's
when the
thought
possible
process
Snorlax coming in, I
makes
can
sense. It's
confirm
very
it's
free.
Assault Vest. So I'm just going
Hopefully
to
Kurt Saxes for the suicide lead.
Hey, Assault
switch it
Vest.
Nope.
No, it's probably Assault Vest.
Suicide lead has to
Oh,
pop
it has to
off.
pop
It
off,
can't
never
just
mind.
bleed and
That is
die.
Assault Vest. Okay.
AV lacks serving as a 1 or 2 time check to the Palkia. Palkia does go crazy.
Yeah,
I will say.
it's the only one that Cherry
I've
has,
never
but like it tears.
But you could
It
have one
absolutely
shot.
tears.
This is kind of scary situation for me.
Yeah, Palkia does really well. And I like the Luster Sorb. I know for a fact I watched Curtain Call too. I know he was thinking this was Specs because I got a really high roll with Luster Sorb.
Yeah, there was
So that was really good for the bluff.
Yeah, I would say it looks like an OG team with Palkia. Exactly. That's
only
what I think as well.
Dragon Spam from a potential. Yeah, Body Slam. I could have went into Gengar. That sucks.
Body Slam.
Well, I think Gengar is way over aggressive, Cherry.
100%. I
Like
agree.
while obviously you didn't go into it, and like it would have worked out there. One, you don't kill the Lax after. This is probably one of the Gengar checks. And two, Gengar goes crazy, especially with the pressure that Palkia puts on. There's no reason for you to make that aggressive play. If you look at Kurt's team, what in the world is he switching to Gengar?
Yeah, and if you Earthquake when Gengar was in, you were so much worse off, in my opinion. I think Clef's fine.
Well, Baton Pass, I'll keep that concealed. I'll go hard.
I like sealing the Baton Pass as well.
Possibly.
I think it was smart too.
I don't lose anything here.
Because Cole probably would just stay and click hazards.
I'm feeling like risky.
So I like that as
yeah,
well.
Okay.
Because
so,
again, bluffs it for later.
Question, why is he Baton Pass over teleport though?
I'm gonna click pump.
Is there a reason?
That is a good question actually. Why is that?
31,
Why not teleport? Come on, Jay.
Should be doing. Hopefully I can land it. Kind of feel like I'm not going to because I'm asking. For
Very sad.
That is.
I feel like the negative
Software,
prayer is nice.
software
I mean, maybe
is
it
a
just
thing.
didn't.
But like
Yeah, I
Moonlight
missed it.
was
Beautiful.
still not
We
bad.
love
Yet.
that. I kind of called it. Do I want to harden Gengar?
Oh,
Not
you can't
really.
run teleport with
do I
softball.
wanna get
That's it.
paired?
It's not. I thought it was
Not
ability
really.
lock.
Because I remember that from
But
Clefairy.
then I thought that
Clefairy.
changed recently. But
No, it's not
Huh.
moves. I only remember that because I
I'm
used
gonna go
Clefairy and I had to
I'm
run
gonna
Baton
go
Pass a couple weeks. But the difference is Clefairy's slow enough to pull that off. You don't want to do that with Clef.
Body slam. Static. Come on, please. Jesus. No static.
But,
this is good chip all around. That's getting off right now.
Because I do nothing to you. On like maybe discharge, and then I'm forced to switch out again. So I'm just gonna go into Palkia again.
So
because I don't think he wants to play with static because he
we
knows
see
that I'm pressure now.
Oh wow, hard
coming in hard.
Palkia.
Bad.
It's kind of interesting.
I
So
don't
hard
think
Palkia it takes the rock
Yeah.
chip.
Colossal.
Question that worked out.
Zama Zenza.
Great.
Okay.
Maybe not great.
Zama. See, if I'm Zama,
Okay.
I might just attack this
Yikes.
thing.
127.
I would too.
Zama will live
so
one.
good here.
88.
Zama
How
would
low
definitely
do I
take a
take?
hit.
I have some defense investment on this thing. Quite a
Actually,
bit.
Kurt was still thinking it was Specs, so maybe
How
Kurt
low do I
would.
take the CC? Do I live one? I live.
Because I guess
Yeah,
Specs
I'm
would kill it
gonna
at -1
Why
probably.
not? We'll search to KOs.
I feel like Pump is just the play.
I'm gonna risk it.
I feel
I
like
have defensive
Pump is. Oh, see, Pump I feel like
So
was
I
the
feel what
play.
it was.
I guess
And then
if
minus
Search
one,
doesn't
I feel like
Oakland
minus
-1,
one
then
Yeah.
it's not the
I
play.
mean, to be fair, he
Okay,
did
so
just
it goes
miss a
back
pump,
into-
so I
so
get
that's
kind of caution there. And
so
with
I think
hazards up,
two
Lax
search
is getting
should be
worn.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
fair.
and I think he's
I
kind of
think
forced
that's
into switching there, especially
don't
for
wanna make
the specs.
So let's go.
Pump would have 2-hit KO'd this
And then
anyway.
the Snorlax should be dead, so that's great.
And
'cause this was-
he's not specs, so he doesn't have to worry about that not
probably
2-hit
lose, to be
KOing.
honest.
I
So
like a
that's
special
really
run here too, because even if Sylveon does come in at this point, he's still a good
so
switch
Palkia
in.
is putting in the finest
Sylveon
work right now. I'm
being
so happy.
Blissey,
I actually got
which is
sniped
very
like
free
4 or 5
Sylveon.
Ubers, and I was playing volleyball that day. I was like, yo,
So-
Liv, pick an Uber. She said Palkia. I don't regret it for a second
solid.
so far. So thank you, Liv.
Glad that Cherry likes the Palkia though. Cherry,
Hurts.
treat this ball with
I landed
fucking
Fisher
care.
Red
This is a
Booyah,
broken
and this should
Pokemon.
die.
This was the mod I was the closest
Okay,
to
that's
drafting.
amazing. So
other
his
than
primary
Ho-Oh.
water
I think
grab
Palkia
is
is super under
so
like
he
super
probably
under
would've
I would've gone
appreciated
with
Ubers.
on that.
This
I would've gone
Pokemon,
with
it's speed tier. Its speed tier, phenomenal.
So good.
So
Having 100 as the Uber Dragon, so clean. And Water plus Dragon is already so
Alright,
easy to
hard
switch
to
into.
go.
Look at Kingdra. Kingdra sucks if it's not in the
Hard to
rain,
teleport.
and it's still scary.
Double
Like,
defense,
it doesn't
defense,
suck if it's not in the rain. It's just kind of underwhelming without
I
the
can't
rain.
risk that.
But
Like at all.
it's just natural typing and things like that make it so much stronger than it is. Now this is just Kingdra on crack.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
stats wise.
And it's like it's
Like,
physical.
it's like double the,
Oh my god.
It's like physical too.
Wow.
So I like
Good
this-
double by Kurt.
Kurt made a
Good
really
double
there.
by
It was a
Kurt.
solid double.
Because this essentially claims a KO, I think.
Zappy. maybe get a static.
Yeah, kind of.
And I know he has heal bell. I know he has heal bell on the Sylveon, right? I'm pretty sure he has heal bell on the Sylveon.
Good play.
Pretty
Good
sure he
play, Kurt,
was.
good play.
I think.
So even if you
Now-
close combat into Ice
you-
Fang,
Yeah, okay.
chillin'.
Come on.
See,
Oh,
I
so
would
you
probably
guys-
just,
oh,
I
man.
would raw
See?
Ice Fang with this to
Howl.
scout
Oh,
for like
shoot,
chopper
okay.
counter
I'm not
anyways,
liking
or
this
Howl.
I
Howl
think I
works
need
too.
to, get off a discharge, maybe.
Yeah, this thing doesn't do anything to
Full
OHKO
I
you.
could lose to this, in all
Yeah,
honesty.
I think
Ice
that Cherry
Fang.
made the right play going for the
Static.
discharge, trying to para.
Okay, discharge. Para. I need
The
this.
static,
None. Great.
the
I can
discharge,
still get a
and
static.
that
I can
is
still get one. I'm number two.
unfortunate.
Come on, Kurt,
Ice
think
Fang.
about our yellow color
Come on,
for
please, Thunder
fuck's
King.
sakes.
Yellow
No
color.
static or discharge.
Come on,
or
Kurt.
static. I think I
You're not thinking about the bingo board.
No!
Let me see, actually.
This is our last game, right?
This is the last game, yeah.
We hit
actually,
bingo
we
regardless.
just got
These
a
are pretty-
bingo, but I would
these are
like
a
two,
lot.
or
So,
three, or
Zamazinta
just a whole board.
Round.
Two bingos would be great.
Well, you can't get the whole board because
Versus-
LC Mon.
Close combat kills.
Damn it.
Really? Wow,
Um,
okay, you die. Bye. What if I'm Jolly? You die.
I mean,
yes. So
no, I think the discharge is fine.
I'm expecting
Just
Dry
trying
to
to
be
fish
so I'm
for the
actually going to
pair.
I don't
That's
want to
kinda your
concern on
best
the rocky
play.
helmet chip maybe.
Uh,
So I kind of want to go into
if you
my
Roost
Cliff
Spam,
Evil
you just
here.
got
He should
crit,
know
you're
that this
fucked
thing dies
anyway.
to close combat. So yeah, I'm actually going to double into Cliff Evil. I'm not going to use her here because you obviously switch out. There's no way you stay in. He's going to know that I'm Scarf, of course, yes, but I don't want to take Rusty and Rocky.
I think
Helmet
that's
with
smart at
potential
least to
Guard
double
coming
out, not risking this Scarf for Shifu.
in. Okay, this should be
Or
Garchomp. If it's
predicting
Goldie.
around
No, it's Sylveon.
Kurt
Okay,
not doing
alright, that's
that.
fine. All right. Well, I got to play right, I guess. Cool.
Sounds
I
fun.
don't really have a good switch into Zamazinta anymore, which sucks, but I also can't really remove these hazards either, which is also not really the best
yeah,
thing
it's
in the
gonna be
world,
bad
but
for-
I can
for,
go
for
into...
Cherry.
Was he play that obvious? Actually, you know what? Let's go Gengar.
This might even be more
Gengar's kind of a middle ground coverage, but Hyper Voice also
than
covers for Zamazinta, maybe?
the
Or is it
Incog
Dash?
game was, to be honest.
Then that could put me in an
These
interesting
last
spot.
two
I don't
games
know.
were
I
really
don't like my
securing
positioning
that
for
bingo
Zamazinta.
for us.
Zamazinta could come in. It takes anything.
There we go. Did we get anything in the 2 seconds I was gone?
No, I was talking
so
about how this
I'm just
might
gonna
be
click
even
the
more of
focus
a
last
second Lakers moment than
And pray that I
the
land.
Incog
to be
game
honest with you.
was.
If I can land
Because
this,
Incog at least didn't really
Uh,
switch,
I think
but
I
like
can
Cherry
use
is gonna
Fox. I'm
have
just
to a
gonna focus last
lot in this match. Especially on Kurt's
What was
side.
last? Good
Yes,
read on the
please,
Zama
Gengar,
coming
I love
in.
you.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love you so
solid
much.
read for
I
sure.
love you so much. I love you with all of my heart, Gengar. I love you with all of my heart. I miss. Oh my lord. Okay. All right, Gengar. That's how we're feeling today.
Gengar don't love you back.
Gengar really didn't love you back. No, it's Kurt's baby.
It's life for that for sure that I do.
Yeah, that was
How well do I
definitely
take it?
gone.
I think it's pretty
Kurt's
offensive
baby, though.
I live it. I eat it.
Yeah, Gengar just could not do it to his coach from last season that brought him to the championship.
Close combat.
Yeah. I would have sacked Gengar out of spite for that, to be
53 to
honest.
64. Oh god.
100%, I would have done it. I would have sacked it out of spite.
Oh, I can't
Fuck
find one
that.
of those.
That
I'm
takes
gonna
it
realize
one
that. Close combat,
time.
buddy.
It does not take it the next time.
That's at least a one
And
time.
realistically, this is
Actually,
Scarf.
helmet,
Zama
I think I'm
absolutely
gonna
munches
keep
on
it.
this, but there's no reason for him to take the hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now he can live us Focus Blast,
This is gonna do a decent amount.
and he's forcing it. There's no way Cherry could have ever
Now,
clicked
honestly,
Poison out there.
I think this is a 50-50 because I can switch out here. My gut is telling me to switch though. My gut is telling me to switch, so I have to. My gut's telling me to switch.
He
I'm
kinda
gonna
just
do
has
it.
to go hard.
I want to stay in really bad in close combat, but he may think that I'm gonna do that, predicting him.
If this was a little bit lower
I
and
think he
2
knows
close
that-
combats would kill,
I feel
obviously,
like I'm really
so
playing,
you
honestly. I
can't
just
push
can't risk
protect
that.
up.
I'm gonna have to start making
I
sacks.
get it. But another
I
thing
really
is
hope
he
he doesn't
might
double
do
his
his
arms
quick
here.
attack still again.
Okay, that's me.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think that's fair, for
Alright, I'm gonna
sure.
teleport out.
I still think he kind of had to make the double, but
Teleporting my
like,
own play.
because Blissey would have still cheered.
This sucks.
Um,
This sucks. Like a lot. He may stay in Hyper Voice, to be honest. Oh, he protects.
Yeah, I think that
Interesting.
I like the
Protect
teleport
is
play.
fine on Kurt.
Do I
Getting
wanna
this
risk going Palkia?
getting this thing healthy again is very smart. And it covers the teleport out because there
Yeah,
isn't.
And I click Shadow Ball. Or no, I click Shadow Ball.
there really wasn't a
Or
better
no, I click
play
Focus
for
Blast. I
Kurt
don't
there,
lose
to be
anything.
fair.
Clicking Focus Blast here.
Just scouting. He has a good
I
switch
don't
into
think
everything
he's not
at this
gonna
point.
really
He
like
doesn't
this
really need to play
Well,
aggressive.
besides the Gengar, but the Zama's
Gengar, I
healthy
love
enough
you
to
so
where it
much.
won't
I
die
love
to
you
a
so
Focus
much.
Blast, so it's fine.
Gengar,
Yeah,
I love you so
exactly.
much. Please, buddy, please. If he goes Zamazinta and I'm able to land this Focus Blast, I'm gonna have to sack.
Oh,
Please,
yeah, that would
Gengar,
suck.
I
That
love you
would
with all of
really
my heart.
suck.
I love you with all of my heart. Gengar, please. You are in another league with me right now. Thank you so much.
You
Oh
are.
my god. Please, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh.
He didn't kill. Oh my
Thank you.
god, that's unfortunate as
Alright.
fuck.
Sacking time. What do I sack? I sack Flip people sacking time.
Yeah, something's.
The field I was
Oh,
playing at
oh,
today
now it's
had like
orange.
no dirt on it, and I slid.
That's
I
me.
have a fat
Bad.
bruise on my
It's
leg, and
Because now I can go
it's
into
so
my-
annoying sitting down.
That's a big yikes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
I can go into Earth
yeah,
Moon
this
Cookie
stuff
Star.
is dying here. Holy shit. I feel bad for
this is gonna
Cherry,
be
to
a
be honest.
pretty
If
bad
that first
game.
Focus Blast hit, I think this
How
would be a
much do I
very,
take from-
how much
very
do I take from
different
game?
game.
61?
Yeah. I don't. To be
61.
fair, I will
What percentage
say,
is that? 29?
I don't know if the game was like
Yeah,
auto, like you know,
Yeah, I
Charity
don't-
wins,
I don't think about
but
one
he
Cherry
didn't
game
just like lose.
I go.
because Cherry still had to deal with a lot of Kurt's fat. Which I'll be
did I win
honest,
this?
even with Gengar or Shifu, 2, that Lugia could have still maybe 1v1, as weird as that
Oh,
sounds.
can I tell you? Can I tell you guys about it? Because I don't think it even comes into play.
Yeah, I don't think it's really touched.
Yeah, can I tell you guys what the set
I don't
was?
see how I win this game because of guard
It was
comp.
Safeguard, Calm Mind, Roost, Air
Alright, here we go.
Slash.
Oh my
I could have U-turned
That was an Owen
set.
set. I came up with it. It like
I'm like,
1v1 smashes Zapdos and
hate
Blissey
Now,
and stuff like
I'm gonna
that.
have to think
Dude, no, it was me. Hate me.
Shut up.
I did this
I hate
set.
both of you for running that.
Kurt didn't want to bring it.
Zama's
Kurt
into-
didn't want to bring it. He's like, this does bad. I was like, dude, you're capping. It smashes
Oh,
Blissey.
oh, man,
It
I'm
smashes
gonna-
Zapdos. It smashes the Rotom. It smashes all of his Pokemon that check, quote unquote, check Lugia. I thought it was such a fire set.
You know, Lugia is just really.
And Air
strong.
Slash just 1v1. At plus 6 and 2 kills everything besides Blissey, and you're just one punch away from beating Blissey.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
don't
we see
die,
Zama
you
coming
don't
hard.
All right, well, time to sack something else.
And,
Hey, Paul.
yep, Zama's just gonna claim another
I don't know
kill.
what I sack here.
This is very.
Yeah, and it lived rocks from there, which is so nice.
Free to click Behemoth.
He has to
Um,
sack Gengar.
Huh.
I think
I
Gengar
can
at this point is a
wall- I can
liability
wall
almost
Sylveon
because
with
Urshifu there's a way of picking it off and
actually-
forcing it out. Palkia just still
Well,
does break
aren't
its
rocks
limit.
up? Wait, aren't rocks up?
Because if I can sack Gengar,
Or rocks not up
that's fine.
yet.
I can sack
Rocks
Gengar.
are up.
I can go into Urshifu, click
Rocks
U-turn.
are up. Well, this thing
Then I have
died
to
of
go
rocks.
Blissey. Then I have to click toss.
No,
like
but,
a zillion
like-
times. Oh, I got a curse.
Oh,
That's
not
fine.
for
that's
Cherry.
cool.
They're not up.
Not like I need it. Yeah. So I need to go Urshifu. I need to click U-turn. I
say,
should have done that
Cherry
ages
even
ago,
brought
but, you know.
rocks.
41. 23%.
But,
U-turn.
I mean, again, this was kind of his only.
Go
play.
Sylveon
Like,
again.
he kinda
Don't
had
go
to
Garchomp.
sack
I'm gonna
Gengar,
cry if
because it
you
was
go
a
Garchomp.
liability, 100%.
Don't I just lose the Garchomp at this point?
Um,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Sylveon again.
I lost the Garchomp at the entire point.
Actually,
Yeah,
you're
you
in
kinda
range
did.
of a Hydro Pump.
I mean,
now.
but
Oh, rocks are up. Rocks are up, by the way. Rocks are
Are
up.
they up?
So
I'll be honest.
sorry.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I think Blissey
Clef.
has rocks. Oh, Clef. Never
It
mind.
was Clef. Clef did, yeah.
I forgot that
Um,
he even had.
Also,
rocks
I never
in his-
checked. Was it unaware Clef?
Um,
You're also in range of a. You're in
I
range
think
of
it was. Yeah, it was because he was taking rocks damage.
Honestly, I need Garchomp gone. Once Garchomp's gone, I
Yeah,
can
he
maybe
needs
try and pull it back with
Garchomp
Urshifu.
gone,
I
for
don't
sure.
think I
Because
can,
that month's
we're
just
gonna-
win at this point. 100%.
We're gonna pump. We're gonna pump.
I don't know.
That's
How he
fine, you're
beats
still in
Garchomp,
range.
Actually,
You're still in range of a pump.
No, he
Is still in
doesn't.
range.
All right, come on.
Wait,
Wait.
no,
Oh,
he
are
is
you gonna
still-
sack? Wait, you can easily sack Colossal here. Colossal does nothing for you anymore. other than
Colossal's
Game
probably gonna
Ball.
say,
Actually,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not
You
gonna.
don't have
lie,
to switch
Colossus
to Urshifu
probably
anymore,
sack
it's
at this
Garchomp.
point.
I'm gonna go Blissey here. There's no way under the sun you bring in Zamazenta. You also don't need Colossal anymore.
Oh shit, choked.
Okay, you put this. All right.
alright.
I might have overthought that. I can toss here though.
Ooh.
That's
I
fine.
guess he didn't.
He can't
See,
bring
I feel
Zamazenta
like
anymore.
I don't know if I would have sacked
That happens,
Sylveon
so
there.
I can.
I'll be honest.
I would have probably just pumped if I was.
Yeah, Zamazenta dies to hazard.
If I was Cherry. Because there was a free
It dies
pump.
to hazards.
There was no real switching
Unless I, like,
anyway.
Miscalculated. Yeah, that's fine.
I think you have to.
Um,
So it protects, it stays
I
healthy.
wish I had wish on this. That's
Something you have to do here is what you wish again if you're Kurt.
toxic.
I think you have to, at all costs, prevent that Zama from
That's
getting
fine.
wished up.
Because Zamazenta
Yeah.
takes.
Which he can't really. I mean, he has to
so
click
I
Seismic
think dies
Boss
to
the next
rocks,
turn
so
for sure.
I'll see. Unless I'm missing something.
Um,
I can just toss it again.
I guess.
can also toss, but anything that
Really
comes in is
sounds
gonna heal,
just
so I'm just gonna
pretty
toss it.
hard.
If you want to play the Wish Heal Bell game, are you mono?
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just go
Okay,
for
you
a
should die to
Seismic
rocks.
Toss.
You should die to rocks.
Oh, see, I feel like S also knows the play. Double toxic
Wait,
didn't
it
make
lived?
any sense.
Oh, that's game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
just in the
maybe
offset.
he
Can't
didn't-
back anymore. Wow, I
He
thought
didn't
died,
think
yeah,
it
that's
lived
fine. Alright,
rocks.
well,
He didn't
yeah,
think it
man,
lived
just
rocks.
TC,
I think it's
and-
I mean,
fine.
to be fair,
Not really
that was
anything
like a
about
literally
it,
like
I can't
what
really
1-2
1v1
HP
anymore
lift or some
because of that.
shit.
If I take
So I
out
get that.
Palkia,
It's,
But, like-
it's one of the few mons that 4 times rocks.
Yeah,
If I
but like, oh, you know, yeah, it's a 4 times.
I
That's
don't
right.
think because I
Okay,
died to
yeah,
Ruskin.
I forgot about that.
It's
so
full
I
volume
got-
typing.
Probably like
So
two
I'm gonna try and get diff at this point.
I still would have
I
definitely.
don't think I have it.
went
I thought
for
he died
that
to
for
hazards.
sure.
It takes 6% unless steel fighting. Does steel fighting take less? I think I'm just dumb.
S still at least chips something down coming in, you know?
I actually live this.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I don't. Rip.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
But yeah, I
win.
can just go into Urshifu.
This is definitely
and
just.
unfortunately,
because even
I
at
have to
this
go
point, like,
Urshifu,
he just goes hard guard.
And I think I have to click close combat here. I can't click anything
because he
else.
probably takes like a single
Sylveon's
hit at
obvious.
least.
I can click jab.
You can go like Garchomp into
But then,
Lugia.
yeah, there's no way I get this. I'm gonna CC. You just go into Sylveon all day. Yep.
Save this, yeah, it goes Sylveon because it's full
Okay.
enough too.
If I click
I mean,
jab, then he was
it's
gonna
still gonna
jump back
take
into Zama and
poison.
then close combat, and then I'm forced to lock into something. So there's like no way I have this. Unless I can maybe critical.
It's
Yeah,
very-
there's no winnable position for Cherry, I don't think.
Cherry, I
Um,
don't
that
think he played
Zama
like shit.
goes
I just think
down,
that one
it's
play was a
just-
bad play. Was
Yeah,
all.
so I just
think there was that one play.
And I think your game is
Game
very
hurt.
different if
This
you
is
hit
the
that
rhythm.
hydro, or if you hit that
The focus blast missed.
Focus
in the
blast.
beginning,
Blast.
and- which sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
this
think-
is very different.
I think it was just.
And
It
then
really was just
oh,
that
wow,
seismic
okay.
toss at the end. It just kind of secured the loss.
What
I
a
don't think he
wish.
won anyway.
Okay, do you go Lugia?
I think
know,
Kurt's
like,
just getting cocky at
I
this
mean,
point.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna keep it a
buck.
buck. I think he's just getting
I mean, he
cocky.
can still go Lugia. He can still go Lugia, and
and
even if it's kind of like dick move, he can beat the Blissey with the Lugia. We 100% designed it to do so.
Yeah, that's true.
Boots.
Oh, Lugia touched
Hey.
the field.
Look
Let's
at touch the
go.
field. Proud of Lugia.
I mean,
And like
now he doesn't have to.
Kurt, if you're watching this back, you have to change your
literally-
Lugia nickname to Bluegia. I don't care about your Disney nickname themes. That is a
Bugs, maybe?
Bluegia. That is a
Did I live
BBL
I never lived close to
veteran.
GG to Kurt once again. Amazing game.
That is all.
Static into discharge and static again, not getting that was kind of
But
rough.
yeah,
And,
no,
you know,
this is
so
just an
flex,
unfortunate
it's known
endgame
in
for
this
Cherry.
Cherry, you're not mad.
He just played
Get
really
mad.
well.
Yeah, come on, Cherry, just get mad. We need the salt board. Well, we can't hit another bingo anyway. Doesn't matter. We won't get a counter or Mirror Code either.
I understand Mario.
Chop old
I'm
T-Wave.
not gonna diss Mario.
Chop
I
old
did make that
T-Wave. It's
joke.
boots and it doesn't have
This is a lot harder
T-Wave,
than
but
it
chop
looks.
old T-Wave.
This is a lot harder than it
So,
looks. Maybe
I know Kurt was like, didn't mean to BM, but we're saving diff.
No, I can't.
There's no point not saving diff. There's literally nothing Blitzy can do to KO that Zama. And if it's like chop old counter and we just haven't seen it yet, even though rocks are up, so we knew it was boots, it's still the same diff you would have had if you left in Lugia. And it honestly speeds up the game. So if anything, it was very nice that he didn't safeguard and show off the
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Lugia. Let's go. Week 1 done.
So yeah, that was a solid week 1. As we see, we hit a lot. We almost got a couple bingos actually, but we got at least one full bingo. So you know what? We'll take that. Some weeks we probably just won't get a bingo, but most weeks you probably will. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. At the very least, next week we're going to be doing 6 more games for Wi-Fi. We'll be planning that time out. You'll see it at some point scheduled in just during the week. It'll come up in the BBL content calendar.
Join the BBL server.
Yep, join the BBL server. Let me plug that real quick actually. Did Cherry link it here so I can... Yep, Cherry linked it. Shout out to Cherry for just linking it. Because I can just copy and paste this right... Oh, right, I can't. I'm going to send it to you to copy paste. Because I need to... Apparently, it's not letting me fucking chat in my own chat. Let me try it.
If you try and do it in Streamlabs, it does not let you.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me in Streamlabs. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so... We'll take that.
Join twice!
Yeah, join twice. But yeah,
there we go.
So it was just an unfortunate game for Cherry, to be honest. It is what it is. I don't think Cherry really played that bad, besides the not Seismic tossing on Zama. But like otherwise, I think he played it fine. I think Kurt got really aggressive at the end, but it is what it is.
I think Kurt was in a position where he could play as aggressive as he wanted after that.
Sure. I mean, he's like won the game.
He always won that game. It was just
he just could have saved more diff playing it a bit safer. But yeah. So real quick, So
you're gonna do your Mario game, right?
Mario game. So I'm gonna get some water while Mario is sending me the rules. So we'll be back with that in just a moment. I'm gonna put on some music. Thank you for joining. I guess. Oh, and if you want to keep people entertained while I get water, if not, I'm just gonna turn on music. So it's up to you.
I can keep people entertained while you get some water.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you want to do that, it'll be a command in future streams. Meta. I ran out of time to set up tonight, so I'm gonna get some water real quick. Owen's gonna keep you all entertained while I get the rules, and then I'm gonna hook up stuff for the Wi-Fi match, so that'll take like a minute or two after. So,
all right.
Owen,
I got you.
Never mind. I'll just do it myself when I get back.
Okay. All right, guys. I gotta know. Favorite game of the week. Favorite game of the week. Mine. Don't tell Liv. Shh. Don't tell Liv. I totally watched the D-Ray game before the stream. That's why I didn't mind going and getting a snack during it. Because I totally watched it before. Because I like watching D-Ray's games and I like helping him get better, and that's kind of how I do it. Is I watch his games and I DM him. I'm like, hey man, do this shit next time, or I'll tell him in call or something like that. So I watched that one. That was a very good game. That was probably my favorite of the week for sure. It was cool to see Giratina Origin pop off. I think that one's really, really sick. I think that one's super sick. Also, watch Liv's video for week 1. Watch my video for week 1. And watch our opponents for week 1 as well.
So, with that said, I'm going to be turning on the one for Switch, turning off the YouTube content one.
My day has been good, Meta. Zane vs. Mario was also a very good one. It was cool. CG bro just go absolutely dumb, stupid, crazy.
Let's see. So
absolutely crazy. Alright, I think that's where I take my Liv.
Yep.
My Liv.
I was
gonna say something about Liv after. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna jump out. I'll be watching the game and stream with you guys though, but I am going to D-Ray because it was GBA layout. I guess
that was a fire layout.
Hold this out the strings. Alright, gang. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. See ya.
See ya.
Later, Liv. Good luck. Bye. Good luck.
Thanks. Let's see. So I'm gonna add Rodum OnlyFans starting versus Mario now. Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna do my team builder. I'm gonna make this a really brief one for the sake of I've already made my game an hour late for Mario. Perfect timing, Marcus. Perfect timing. So really quick, we're gonna do a team builder while I register the team. I will go over the matchup really quick, and then I'm gonna mention what I brought. So, in terms of the matchup, Mario's team is... So my team is Darwings, Dialga, Rillaboom, Vinny, Mienshao, Crocodile, Raikou, Charizard, Kangaskhan, and Tentacruel. We have Xerneas, Celesteela, Latios, Nidoking, Blastoise, G-Zap, Dhelmise, Obstagoon, Galvantula, and Regirock from Mario's side. Keep the finger card up. Nah, because that'll be for week 3. That's for a different game. So, realistically though, Darwings tears through Mario's team. I'll go over my set in a second. Let's see. So, I'm going to show team registration. We'll go for the team that I had registered on. So, first up in the team, we have, let's see, let's check summary. So we have Choppleberry Dialga. I'm going to actually turn the volume a wee bit on my music. Oops. Okay, I need to do it in my volume mixer. Sorry about that. So first up though, we have Choppleberry Dialga. We're Choppleberry for Xerneas. And not only for Xerneas, but it's also a bit helpful for things like the G-Zap as well. I just felt like the Choppleberry was definitely like the objective best item here for this. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. We have Choppled mostly just for Focus Blast, because it will do a bit more than Moonblast will, just because of the fact that we're neutral, whereas Focus Blast is super effective. We have Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Draco, and Stealth Rocks. It kind of just wins against Mario's team. He has no resist for this. Even like a Selly is just going to get mauled by Thunderbolt. Next up, we have DD Necrozma. DD Necrozma on Dawnwings. We're bringing physical on a special Pokemon, but we have Shadow Claw, Dragon Dance, Photon Geyser, and Brick Break. Photon Shadow Claw just kind of mauls Mario's team, and Brick Break is specifically for Obstagoon. I even said that Adamant Guts cannot kill us because of our Cold Berry. So we can take an Adamant Guts Obstagoon hit guaranteed from full, which is great because we can just DD on it. So Obstagoon is legitimately just the DD Pokemon for us. We should be able to claim at least 1 kill, maybe even 2 against Mario's team, depending on positioning. We might be able to win late game with this Pokemon as well. Next up, we have Halkara, our Tentacruel, with Air Balloon. We have Liquid Ooze, just in case. We have Rapid Spin, Waterfall, Poison Jab, and SD. Josh shocked me into yet again bringing SD Tentacruel, and I'm kind of hoping I just don't lose. But we have Rapid Spin just for the speed buff. Poison Jab is great for certain cases, Calm Mind. We have Waterfall just because it's really spammable against Mario's team. Obviously, Lottie's been annoying for this set, but if we can kill Lottie, this set honestly can do a bit of work, especially if we can clear any sort of sashes. So this set is honestly kind of cool here. Next up, we have Raikou with AV, Pekora with Assault Vest, of course, with Pressure. We have Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, and Scald. Shadow Ball for Lottie, Scald for Nidoking, and Thunderbolt, Volt Switch kind of just hit the rest. So really free Mon here. We have Shalsha, the Rillaboom making her debut with Grassy Surge. We have Grassy Glide, Knockoff, Superpower, and U-Turn. Superpower is great for Selly, just for the band especially. Knockoff is great just for Lottie. U-Turn is also just great for Venom. And then Glide is just so fucking good against my opponent's team. So it's just really free. Yeah, Kurt, it gets SD, it's really funny. And then finally, we have Falfa, our top Affinity with Misty Surge. We have Moonblast, Scald, Calm Mind, and Taunt. I want a Moonblast for Lottie Chip. It just does more damage against the whole team, to be honest. So, we're gonna see. I'm kind of curious how this game will go, to be honest. But yeah, good luck and fun to Mario at the very least. I'm looking forward to a fun game. I'm hoping to bounce back. I'll do 151, good luck. Let's see, okay. So yeah, Nos versus RSR, Nos, RSR. Okay, so he wants 151. That's fine. I'll do 152. I don't really care. Praying Mantises and Grasshoppers. Yes, Josh. Praying Mantises and Grasshoppers. Praying Mantises and Grasshoppers. Let's go. We're gonna win off of Praying Mantises and Grasshoppers, guys. I'm certain that literally only Josh is gonna get the reference, unless a Q is here. And if Q is here, then Q can join us in the cult. But I need you all to just start spamming that. I promise you guys, it'll be for a good cause. I pinky promise. When have I lied to you all? I've never lied to you all in this stream. I have not lied yet. So I think it deserves it. You know, we're 0-0 on lies in the Bibble. So yeah. Good luck, Afa. Beautiful. Thank you, Jish. I'm still gonna take stats anyway for just for note purposes, but thank you at the very least for keeping track of them on the dock. I appreciate it. Okay. So what did Mario bring? Yes, it's an anime reference. It's a reference to the nicknames I made, Marcus. Just Praying Mantises and Grasshoppers. Okay, so this is quite literally like the team I thought would come. Like the 6 for 6. Celesteela with Beast Boost. Obstagoon, Nidoking, Blastoise, Xerneas with Fairy Aura, Zapdos G with Defiant. Now, do I think these are the 6 that should have come? No, but these are the 6 I thought. As I said, I think Goonget's just taken advantage of too much, even by Darwings. And I think the Blastoise just kind of fodder. But these are the 6 I thought. Wait, never mind. I thought that Lottie would come over Blastoise. I'm actually shocked that Blastoise did not, that Lottie did not come. But, with that in mind, I kind of want to lead off with Tentacruel, I'm going to be honest. A part of me really wants to, but I think that Nidoking, I think that there's a good chance that Nidoking doesn't lead, but, like, the Tentacruel is very tempting. I'm going to lead off with it. I think it'd be super funny, because I don't think a Mario will predict around air-building Tentacruel as the lead, and I think that Nidoking will just be the lead because of it. Especially because of the speed on this. This will be so nice. So we're going to lead off with Halkara here. Halkara should be pretty fucking free if that Nidoking leads. I would be so fucking happy if that Nidoking leads. So let's go. Let's go, Nidoking. Lead. Let's get that Nidoking lead right. Come on, Nidoking. So good luck with Mario. Mario B. We're gonna really hope for that Nidoking lead. Because that Nidoking lead, that's so fucking funny. That's beyond fucking funny. Waterfall guarantee does not kill, however, it will just do a lot of damage anyway. We're gonna see Palantera. That is the Nidoking. Fuck yes! Fuck yes! Let's go! Lead the Uber. No, I didn't lead the Uber. We ended up with the Tentacruel. Okay. So we get that air balloon Tentacruel. Let's fucking go. Nothing else. By the way, mods, if people get messaged, I get muted, unmute them, by the way. I gotta change my bot settings. I'll be going for Rapid Spin this turn. Between Rapid Spin and Waterfall, we could potentially kill this. I think this will probably double anyway. It stays in. Okay, it's fine. We're there with speed, so now we're just gonna outpace everything. In-game volume a little loud, thank you. Thunderbolt, good dodge, that's fine. We actually take that pretty well. Let me know if that's good. Oh, you know what? I see why it's fucking loud. Okay, let me turn this down a lot, because I didn't realize. I forgot that I had my, I forgot I had my stream deck where I did. Because I had to redo my Streamlabs settings. So it is fixed now. Should be fixed now. Hopefully it is good now. I'm very sorry about that early game to the viewers at home. Hopefully it is good now. If it's not, let me know. I'll actually turn it down a little bit more. There, is it good now? Waterfall is going to go off. Pasho Berry. Ooh. Not bad. Okay. Pasho Berry. Alright. Pasho Berry. Damn, unfortunate. Earth Power. Thunderbolts. Okay. So that is fine. So I just go into Raikou then, do I not? Raikou's super free then, because we know it's not Scarfed, and we know that we cleared the Pasha Berry. So that's just free. Okay. So Nidoking gets a kill, that's perfectly fine. I really don't mind that, actually. Let's see. Josh, try exclamation point. Should be exclamation point. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Scald though. Scald should be really free because even if let's say like a Zap switches in hard or the Xerneas switches in hard, we can obviously still get the burns on that, which is great. Mario's Pasha Berry was definitely unfortunate, but the very least we cleared that with Tentacruel, which was sort of just a ha-ha-mon, whereas like Raikou is kind of like a good win con here. And I'd like to show off with Raikou before we drop it. Spoilers, we're trading Raikou to Jorge for week 4, so that'll be really nice. Nidoking is just gone, which is super nice. So Nidoking is gone. Bye-bye, Nidoking. Nidoking 1-1. Tentacruel 0-1. Raikou 1-0. So Xerneas comes in, it's perfectly fine. You only see victims? Yes, Bird. You only see victims. That is a perfect way to put it. Let's see. So Raikou should take a hit from this pretty well. Xerneas also does take a hit pretty well, to be fair. But I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. Let me actually double check. What do I want to bring in if I Volt Switch? I think I go hard into Dialga? No. Yes, I think I Volt Switch. I Volt Switch 100%. Okay. Set does around 25-ish% with Volt Switch. It's definitely a bulkier Xerneas, but it's not like super frail. I think I'm gonna go... Really, actually should take a hit, right? Let me double check real quick. No, it does not. It does not like taking a hit. We're gonna go hard Dialga. Because we can still revenge ourselves with Rillaboom, to be fair. We know this is definitely on the bulkier end. My guess is it's gonna go for like a Calm Mind or something, which is fine. We don't really mind that actually. Moonblast goes off. Okay. That's good to know. So it's crit. Damn. Could have banked on this being fat. Fuck. Let me check Dominique's house real quick. So Dominique's just take a hit. This isn't in range though. Even with +1, that's not in guaranteed range. Fuck. I need to go Rillaboom here then. I do really some good Stelly switch-ins, so I'm not too concerned about that, especially with the terrain up. I should be able to come in hard on that with Raikou. But like, fuck, is it annoying? It's definitely annoying. I wanna go for Grassy Glide. I could still win this with I guess I'll definitely win this with Dawn Wings, but like, fuck. I'm gonna go for Glide. Let's see. So yeah. Let's see. We're gonna kind of just hope. We're just really gonna hope, to be honest. Channel. Okay. Okay, so Selly comes in hard, that's perfectly fine. Rocky Helmet, okay. 1 second, I'm just gonna take care of this. Okay, we're gonna go hard into Raikou, I think. I think Raikou is my best play here, personally. Because I'll still chew an Earthquake, so I'm not too concerned. So, that'll be my course of action. Let's see. Okay, so Raikou's gonna come in now. Leashy is gonna go off, it's perfectly fine. Okay, Burgo's fine now. Burgo should be good. I took care of it. Okay. So, we get the leech off. Well, Sally gets the leech off, it's perfectly fine. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna click Volt Switch here. No, I'm just gonna click T-Bolt. I'm gonna click Raw T-Bolt. I don't really even need to click Volt Switch. Because even if Xerneas does come in, it's still taking a T-Bolt, and still gonna have to take 2 of them, actually. Which means that at that point, Dawn Wings could just set up on it. Issue being, we still need to take care of the Selly. So we can't even really sack. We kind of need to go hard Finny on that. The Dialga kind of sucks. Especially that was a bulkier Xerneas, which I think it was because of how well it took the Volt Switch. Ugh, fuck. It probably crept Dialga, to be fair. Still definitely unfortunate, though. Still definitely unfortunate. Xerneas versus max HP with Thunderbolt should still take a lot from T-Bolt. Even with the Leech and the Grassy Terrain, it should still take a lot. We could potentially 1v1 it, actually, especially if it's not Modest. We could definitely 1v1 it. In fact, Modest we might be able to with Terrain, but with Timid, we definitely 1v1 it. So we should still actually maybe be fine. Actually, no, we'll have Leech up. Fuck. Protect. Okay. Protect Leech. Okay. Leech Seed. Okay. Fuck. I think I'm gonna Volt Switch into Finny here. I definitely have to Volt Switch into Finny, I feel like. My guess is that Mario maybe just stays in, which I'm fine with him doing. I can Volt Switch into Finny and taunt it at least, though, but I need to keep this healthy. So I'm gonna do that, I think. He's gonna withdraw, actually, that's fine. Go into Patronus? Yes, okay, we'll take that, because I can go into Rillaboom here. So we'll definitely take that, actually. Let's go. I should go into Rillaboom and just... Actually, no. Hold on. No, I go into Rillaboom and just Glide. Yeah, I just go into Rillaboom and Glide. Nope. Hold on. don't know how many turns of trainer I've left. I think I just go into Dawn. How much does Finny actually take? Finny actually takes it pretty well. But I still kind of need Finny for Goon. I kind of have to go Overlord Goon. I don't really have a better play, to be fair. It definitely hasn't been 5 turns. There's no way it's been 5 turns yet. It's been, like, at most 3. So really just gonna come in. Grassy Train will go off, that's fine. This should still be in range of Grassy Glide. And even if Selly comes in hard again, I can't really risk that. Because I frankly just need to get off the damage too much. So we're gonna go for a Grassy Glide here. If Selly Steel does come in, I just go hard into Raikou again. He's gonna withdraw, okay. Perfectly fine. Navy base, okay. Actually, I'm gonna go hard Finny, I think, and I'm gonna taunt it. Nope, because it's gonna leech. It's gonna leech, fuck. It's definitely a bad loop to be in, for sure. But it's not a horrible, like, well, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. I think I kind of have to go... I think I have to kind of go Finny and then double into Raikou. I think that's my play. Yeah, I kind of have to do that. We're gonna hope that maybe my opponent gets really, really aggressive, and we'll, like, go hard Xerneas or something. Because Xerneas is running out of opportunity to switch in, actually, which is good. That's really good for us, actually. If we only get that Selly worn down, that would be super helpful. I guess this is just gonna go for a Leech, though, on the Raikou switching, if not Earthquake. Either way, I'm fine with Finny coming in, though. So we're gonna see Air Slash. Okay. Not sure why Air Slash was clicked there, but, I mean, it's not horrible. Crit. Yep. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go for a taunt here. I kind of have to go for a taunt. Because I can't let that, let that Air Slash me. If I didn't get crit, I could have maybe calm-minded up on this. But I don't know if I'll be able to anymore. I don't think I'll have that luxury. I might still be able to, but I don't know for sure. Maybe this will go like hard G-Zap and choke for some reason. That would be great, actually. That'd be super great. I'm hoping that G-Zap isn't Scarf, by the way. If that isn't Scarf, we might still be fine, actually. Because I just need the +1 off, and we should be able to claim a couple kills with Dawn Wings. So I just need it to not be Scarfed. Withdraw, okay. Go Blastoise. Patronus, that's a Xerneas, okay. Still not horrible, actually, because we taunted this now. So Moon Blast should still do a fair bit, actually. We get to a KO. Okay. So I'll actually take that. So, what I think I'm going to do, actually, hold on. Raikou still takes too much. I need to Moonblast. I just need a Moonblast to just get my damage off. Moonblast is going to go off, okay. That's Specs, okay. So in the Critical Dialogue, it didn't matter then. It didn't matter at all if it's Specs. We at least get the information now, though. I kind of need to sack, and I need to go Raikou and just start clicking T-Bolt a bunch. Which T-Bolt from Raikou now is going to be really fucking free, mind you. So I'm fine with this sack, actually. This is a super fine sack. Because Mario's team is going to crumble a Raikou at this point. Tapu, Finny, 0-1. Xerneas, 1-0. Forgot to kill. For sure I forgot to kill. Okay. So we're going to just go hard into Raikou. I forgot another Xerneas kill, that's what it was. Leaving backups in case that Josh forgets. But I don't think he will. Anyway, so Raikou's going to come in, though. We just get a free T-Bolt. At this point, this is really nice. Whatever Mario's Scarfer is still going to take a lot from this, actually. So that's really nice. So T-Bolt's going to go off on this Xerneas. My guess is that the Celesteela is going to be Wakanberry. But as long as we can get some chip on that, we should be fine with Dawn Wings to just 1v1 it. What was my first kill? My Raikou killed Nidoking. Burgo should be modded now. He should be free. Oh my god. Don't get yourselves muted, goddammit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, so T-Bolt should be pretty free though. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. So T-Bolt should be really free though at this point. Literally no switching. Yeah, there's like no switching. Withdraw? Okay. Sack Goon? Is sacking Selly? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. T-Bolt's gonna go off. It's gonna massacre. Hell yeah. We'll take that. Because I could have leech stalled too. Okay. So we're gonna get the T-Bolt off. Second T-Bolt should nail the Celesteela, to be honest. Which is great. That's so good. Because Dawn Wings could actually just win the game at this point. Hi, Fran. How are you doing? We just need the chip on the Blastoise, to be honest. Okay. So at this point, Celesteela's gone. Really, we could also actually just win once the Zap is gone. What I'm going to do, if Blastoise comes in, I'm going to U-turn on it. I'm Volt Switching on it. Because I'm not risking main X. Yep. Okay, so the Blastoise coming in. I'm not going to risk... Oh, no, that's good. Okay. That's fine. Okay. What's the first thing I killed? I told you it was, Nido. I killed Nido with Raikou. Obstagoon. Calc really quick. For, let's see. Reckless. Choice Scarf. Double Edge. I take too much damage from this. Okay. So what I'm going to do... How much do I take on really from that, to be fair? I actually live it. We're going to go hard really and I'm going to Glide. Because Glide will do a fuck ton to this. And even just getting the chip on this is fine. Because I could DD and be fine. So we're going to get our Grassy Glide off at this point. Banded Glide should do a fuck ton to this. Even if it won't kill. And I can't risk the Reckless Double Edge. Knock off, okay. That's fine. That's actually really fine. God damn it! Stop getting muted. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to limit Nightbot, I swear to god. You know what? I'm just gonna kick Nightbot. Why is Obstagoon dipped in peanut butter? I don't know. I'm just gonna go for superpower. Yeah, Burger, I modded you. I'm just gonna take off Nightbot. We have enough mods here. I'll handle it later. Facade goes off. That kills, that's fine. Okay, so we know it's not Scarf. Okay. So I'm gonna go hard into... Hold on, how much does Raikou do? Raikou doesn't do enough. We're gonna go hard Dawn Wings. Okay, Nightbot's been unmodded. So at the very least, no one else will get muted. I'll handle it later. We're gonna go for a Dragon Dance here. And I'm gonna start clicking buttons. We don't know what the Scarfer is, but it doesn't really matter because we're Colbert Berry. So, at the very least, though, we could probably just win with Raikou from here. Because Blaster doesn't think it's Shell Smash at this point. So Colbert is gonna pop, and we do live the hit guaranteed. We guarantee live the hit. It would have to crit us. See that? Fucking chewed. So Dragon Dance will go off here. And again, we know it's not Scarf, so it does just guarantee get mauled. And Brick Egg will just kill us. Yeah, I already kicked Nightbot. So don't worry, Josh. So Brick Egg will just destroy this. There's no real switching. So we're gonna go for Brick Egg this turn. If he's like Scarf G Zap and just goes hard into it, I think I lose. But I can't really play around otherwise, to be honest. Patronus? Okay, so that's the Xerneas. Xerneas gets sacked here, okay. Fuck, so that probably is just like a Scarf G Zap. Again, I couldn't really play around it otherwise, though. Yeah, fuck. Okay, so Dong has killed that. Oh. Well, I'll handle it later. I'll fix it later. Blastoise comes in. Okay. So I think this is where Blastoise is going to start up and win. Hold on. Let me actually check real quick. Let me check Blastoise. I might choke this a bit. For the content. This is going to go for +2, right? Fuck it. We're going to Dragon Dance again. To be honest, if this is defensive, it's going to take the hit anyway. If it's offensive, my play is Dragon Dancing on the Shell Smash and hoping that it did not creep me. That is my play at this point, so I'm going to go for it. Because Modest Blasters, we do guarantee it pace it. So I'm going to bank on that. Go for Shell Smash. Crunch. That's game. That is so fucking game. Okay. Because I don't think I can't kill Goon at this point. If only I had Orsi over Shadow Ball. Fuck, I really thought Lottie was gonna come. Okay. Fuck. Maybe we can get enough recovery back to where we can take an obstacle hit with Raikou. Okay. Thunderbolt. We're just gonna do our damage. Okay. Yeah, I think this is game, though. I think it's 100% game. Definitely unfortunate, but it is what it is. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, T-Bolt's gonna go off. Yeah, I would say we're gonna take too much damage. Grab Spin goes off? Okay, that's fine. That was a solid play by Mario for just getting more damage off. We're just gonna get off another T-Bolt. Yeah, I would say I thought Lottie was really good here personally. But like leaving it at home kind of sucks because I just didn't have a way to hit. I needed T-Bolt too much. So it is what it is. Oh, this still gets outpaced. Okay. So Raikou at least gets another kill. We'll take that. Feeding Raikou's kills before we trade it away. Nice. Okay. So you just have like what, Goon and G-Zap left. I'm pretty sure they both just win. If it's Scarf G-Zap, it wins. If it's Goon in general, should just live though. I would need to crit T-Bolt here, which I could. I could still crit T-Bolt here, to be fair. Actually, crit T-Bolt doesn't even kill. What am I saying? And Goon just clicks Facade and it guarantees the kill. This is 100% just game over. He would literally need to be like minus Spin F to actually die there from the crit. Yep, Facade. Okay. That's a 2-0 loss. Fuck. I should have just glided this, to be honest. I should have 100% just glided. If I glided that, I could have won. I actually think I did win if I glided. I didn't... The biggest reason I didn't glide at the end turn, by the way, was I genuinely thought that this was Scarfed Goon. And it spaced on me. I didn't notice the Flame Orb pop off. So that still is on me, 100%. That's not me trying to justify my loss or anything. I still lost the game because of that 100%. So it is my loss. But 100%, I think I should have just checked for the... I should have checked for the Flame Orb first before I made that play. I had the time to do it. So GG to Mario, though. Definitely unfortunate. Week 4, we're going to be taking on Incog. I'm going to be out for Blood next week. So yeah, getting betrayed by Wobstagoon. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. With that said, we'll be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST for BBL Arceus for everyone in the stream right now. Obviously, this portion won't be in the YouTube vid.